Buenas, buenas. Ya los chicos se ve que se están calentando. Vamos a ir entrando, tranqui. Están retocando todo ahí, tranqui. Va a doler, va a doler, va a doler. ¿Se escucha bien ya todo esto? Bien, bien, la verdad. Bastante bien. Saigu. Olé. Los pibes saltando, boludo. Lo más cómico que van a ver hoy. Los pibes saltando. ¿Qué le pasa a ese huevo, bro? ¿Está agresivo? Los pibes estaban saltando entre locos. Lo único malo es que acá no tenemos repeticiones, pero bueno. Por lo menos se va a ver. ¿Ya empieza? Va a doler, va a doler, va a doler. Uh, se la repuso, bro. ¿Qué onda, Kevin?
Mm, ¿Todo tranquilo?
¿Sí, vos?
Más que bien. Bueno, estaba limpiando justo. ¿Dónde lo estás transmitiendo?
En Twitch.
Ahí.
¿Querés lo comparto ahí en Discord?
Ah, en
Uh,
Twitch, ahí en Twitch. El problema es que lo vamos a tener diferido
sí, va a
porque...
tener delay, bro, por eso, tío.
Sí, no, compartime acá si vemos al mismo tiempo. Mientras tanto estaba baldeando el piso, así que lo dejo... Dame 5 minutos mientras lo dejo
Uh,
y termino esto.
dale, tranqui. Ahí te comparto.
Dale, dale. Y la racha. Es la racha que llevamos 27 días, aunque no lo parezca.
No, 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 no.
Eh,
Avísame si se ve.
Se ve y se escucha. ¡Uy, qué lindo cuchillo que tiene!
Un hermoso cuchillo tiene, boludo.
Mirá esa carambit.
Ya perdieron la primera ronda ahora.
¿Los argentinos?
Sí, boludo.
El PZ es el argentino, ¿no? El de la derecha.
9Z, boludo.
Bueno, parece una P al revés. ¿Por qué no es Z?
No sé, la verdad. Este que tengo yo acá ahora mirando.
¿Ah?
Dicen que es buenísimo.
Oh, qué linda mariposa que tenía.
Todo
No,
tiene,
boludo, no quiero una
todo,
mariposa.
tiene una reskin, tienen todos, boludo.
Igual me sorprende que este no tiene en su Glock ninguna skin.
Porque a veces usan cuentas.
¿Secundarias decís?
Sí.
Es increíble lo lento y táctico que juegan. Ya me hubiera mandado 3 veces. Es la diferencia con un noob.
Tienen que buscar info, boludo. Se la repuso.
Ay,
Bueno, por lo menos bajaron a uno. Sacaron un arma.
ujú. Me sorprende que ninguno tenga los cuchillos dobles. Son mis favoritos.
Pues no, no a todos les gustan esa, boludo. No son tan caras igual.
No, es el más barato, está a $50 el cuchillo doble.
Sí.
Pero por eso digo, me sorprende, es un muy buen cuchillo. Ay, me hubiera gustado
Demasiado
ver.
táctico es todo, boludo.
Es que me hubiera gustado ver por qué tiró la bomba de humo ahí atrás. Quería entender eso, pero justo lo cambiaron a otro escenario.
Humeda ventana. Yo lo estoy moviendo, boludo.
¡Ah, boludo!
Humió medio, me parece.
Sí, pero fue un tiro de corta distancia, no lo tiró lejos. Por eso me pareció raro.
Nico, que anda trabajando,
No hablo con Nico hace como una semana.
que ni contesta los mensajes del grupo.
No, ni siquiera le mandó un mensaje. No, yo ando medio, así que estoy aislado. Estoy tratando de terminar con todos los problemas y cosas que tengo encima para después volver a socializar. No, boludo, los van a agarrar, los van a agarrar. Igual es 4 contra 1. Ah, hablé demasiado pronto, boludo. Se bajaron a 3 de los 4. ¿Estoy vivo? Como supuesto. No, son demasiado buenos.
Y va a estar complicado, boludo.
Sí, queda uno a mitad de vida y contra... Queda uno contra 4.
A ver qué decide hacer. Ah, no llegue igual con el tiempo.
Che, mirá que pocas kills tiene su contador. 2400 creo que es. O 24.000, estoy viendo mal.
Pues va a vender el arma y se reinicia. Ay, ay,
Ah,
que guarde, que guarde, que guarde. No.
no, al último segundo. Tiempo
Primera,
muerto.
primera pausa táctica.
De entre todos los cuchillos que hemos visto, este rojo es el que menos llama la atención.
Menos brilla.
Ujú. Tela escarlata.
Mira ese que
Mirá,
lindo.
por ejemplo, este carambit.
Mira ese.
O este.
Oh.
No, ninguno con cuchillos dobles. Qué tristeza.
Tenía que haber al principio, boludo. En el calentamiento estaban todos saltando, boludo.
¿Se puede hacer bunny hop?
Sí.
O ya lo quitaron.
Sí se puede, pero es muy complicado.
Me imaginaba.
Bueno, la del 9Z van a hacer eco. Media forzada. A 1000 supongo.
Igual me decís, ¿por qué abajo aparece 14.509 de...
Porque salta mi dinero nomás. Es el mío.
es el tuyo?
Creo. Oh.
Sí, no, era era eco, no iban a poder hacer mucho. Skin.land se llama el cuchillo este. Sugondis, versión 2.0.
Ese está en chino, ¿no?
Ese está en chino. Y ese también.
Ay, shit,
Ay,
dude. Sos.
o sea, es como que te amo, Strom. Ay, shitero, ¿era te amo o te extraño?
Bien, bien, bien. Planten por lo menos, loco.
Vamos.
Yo banda 2, viste, para jugar contact.
Ajá.
No. No.
Oh.
Bueno, es el primer mapa, no pasa nada, boludo.
¿Cuántos mapas son? ¿Tres?
3
O el
mapas son,
mejor de
sí.
dos.
El mejor de 2, creo.
Perdón, el mejor de tres.
Sí, el mejor de 3.
Ese está en cantonés. Ni siquiera chino. O en árabe.
No, mandarín, ¿no es?
No tengo idea.
Esto no sé qué es. Igual me puedo mover libre.
Mapa libre es eso.
No, no, esto es mapa libre. Bien, beso.
Se sincronizan hasta para tirar las granadas de fragmentación. Así le hacen mayor daño. Si le pegan a algo. A ese le pusieron un bombazo.
Sí, lo dejó a 50 de vida.
Vamos, los... Gambito de dama, mira.
Este era el mejor. Este es creo que es el mejor jugador del contact. Taiwu. Vamos a ver contact acá.
¡Uh!
Se la repuso.
Bueno, ni cuenta me di de lo que pasó. Pero ya había dos muertos. Sí, no, que guarde, ¿no?
Sí, sí. Por lo menos un arma. Ay, ah. Uf.
¿Cómo supieron?
Y ellos revisan todo. Aparte de ahí en la puertita se ve un poquitito.
Ah, igual sigo diciendo que detesto este mapa.
Bueno, segundo tiempo. Seis 0 boludo. Otra vez.
Vamos. 4 contra 3 y ya plantaron. Solo cuiden. Jueguen en defensa, no sean boludos. ¿Qué digo, no? Sí, ellos saben más que yo, pero...
¿Viste hacer lo del agua?
No, boludo, me quedé mirando y me olvidé. Tengo que terminar de baldear, pero está ahí el agua esperándome. Se puso interesante la cosa, ¿qué quiere que te diga?
Bueno, por lo menos van a ganar una ronda.
Vamos. Mirá ese cuchillo.
Muy bonito está.
Perfecto para tu...
No, se murieron todos, boludo.
Boludo. Perfecto para tu... ¿Cómo se dice? Para tu build verde.
También. Todas las armas te dieron, qué paja, boludo.
¡No! Ok, muy buena esa... Uy, ¿cómo le cabió?
Está bueno el humo. Se la repuso,
A
boludo.
través del humo, boludo. ¿Cómo supo?
Y son piques que ya se toman siempre, boludo.
No sé, yo que vos lo reportaría.
Eh,
Tiene wallhack.
Ah,
Literalmente los chabones se quedan en puntos estratégicos y no se mueven. Estoy viendo los que están en A. Toda la partida estuvieron en esos 2 puntos.
sí,
Nada más.
así se tiene que jugar. Pero viste que la gente no juega tácticamente.
No, jugamos para divertirnos porque si no se vuelve aburrido. Además, en solo que uno podés jugar táctico. Vos
No.
jugás táctico, pero después tenés 3 chabones que se fueron de cara al enemigo.
Ah. Viste, no adelantan.
No.
Oh.
Uy, le cabé la boca.
Se la repuso.
Y pistola contra AK era un poco obvio lo que iba a pasar.
Pues lo dejó a 15 de vida, ¿no?
Ujú.
Bien,
Uh.
bien, bien, bien. Vale.
Lo sentó.
Bien, vamos, Mats.
¡Vamos! Después voy a comprar un par de stickers de este grupo. No importa si ganaron o no, son argentinos, che. Hay que apoyar.
Son los primeros argentinos, boludo.
Por eso hay que apoyar. Esa smoke la tengo que probar.
Toma, lo dejó 9 de vida.
Pegó en la cara con la bomba.
Ahí pasen B, ¿no ves que no hay nadie, boludo? Se lleva la granada. Se le están olvidando que ve. Bien, vamos. Subí, completito.
Le costó.
Bien, bien. Vamos, loco, vamos, loco.
Queda uno solo y no va a ir a buscarlo.
No,
Les
no.
entregó la
Quédate
partida.
solito.
El punto digo.
Y si tiene AWP, mucho no va a poder hacer.
Y...
No.
Uh,
Mal ahí.
iba a decir nadie murió, pero no, justo al final.
Son momentos de tensión.
Y me lo imagino, chabón. ¿Por cuánto están jugando?
Están jugando el mundial, boludo. No sé por cuánto. Pues
Por eso te pregunto,
el mundial
millón.
del counter.
Por eso, ¿cuánto es la recompensa por ganar?
No sé, a ver. $1.250.000.
Chabón, es plata.
El campeón se lleva $500.000, el subcampeón 170 y el tercer y cuarto puesto 80.000 cada uno.
$80.000, boludo. Con $80.000 no te cambia la vida, pero podés vivir tranquilo por un tiempo. Bueno, ok, vengo en un momento. Tengo que sí o sí limpiar esto porque si no, no se va a sacar.
Sí,
Ya
sí, anda
vengo.
tranquilo, boludo. Ah, hijo de puta, boludo. Ese Flames. Ah, match 4. Y bueno, veremos cómo depara esto. Si la ganan, tienen una buena oportunidad. Donde el pistola es muy importante. A ver que si se me cae el mate. Tuc, 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 tuc. Tac, tic, tic, tac. Vamos, loco. Una paliza le están pegando 9Z, boludo, la verdad. Fueron hecho acá, boludo. No. Qué hermosa FB que tiró, boludo. Este rey. Vamos, vamos, vamos. Vamos. Ronda importante. Ahora depende cómo lo jueguen. Van perdiendo como locos, pero bueno.
Ah, bien.
9-4.
¿Ese? No.
Sí.
¿Quién está?
No conozco a nadie.
No. Sí.
Estos son los argentinos, sí. Otro TGT, Max, Lucho y Magen. Bien, bien, bien. Le pasó B el otro, boludo. No. ¿Cómo te vas a regalar así, Lucho? Bien, 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 bien. Vamos, Max. Ah, no llegan, qué lástima, boludo. Qué lástima. Mala ya, mi rey. Están todos más secos que la abuela, boludo. ¿Ese humo dónde va? Flames. La puta madre. Veremos qué pasa. En vez de que ve que no va a haber mucho contacto. A los dos. No, tiene que ver, tiene que. No, no te vayas para larga. Bien, 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 bien. No. No, Michelle. Cagada, che. Bueno, pero es el primer mapa, no pasa nada. Todo se puede remontar. Todos medios. Vamos, DGT.
No, llegué justo por la última.
Una paliza le dieron, boludo.
Sí, lo estoy viendo. 4-13 va a ser horrible. Aunque
Igual-
son 5, porque llega a 5.
Igual es el primer mapa al menos, boludo.
Vos decís que los están dejando... están jugando mal para poder estudiar su juego y así...
Puede ser.
para
Ese,
que el enemigo
el
no
Flames,
tenga idea
el Flames tiene buen choque, boludo.
¿El qué?
Este choca muy bien con todo, o sea, gana. Gana bien los choques, todo, boludo.
Ujú. control de mapa que tiene el equipo Vitality no te lo cambio, ¿no?
No, no.
Muy controlado lo tienen. Cada paso que da el enemigo lo saben casi ellos. Y es increíble eso. Por eso digo, wallhack.
No. Ojalá, ¿te imaginas en pleno torneo, no?
¿No pasó?
Sí, pero una sola vez no creo que vuelva a pasar, ¿no?
Esto,
Mira cómo se olvidó que le iban a tirar el molo ese, ¿no?
¿viste?
Lo que pasa es que ellos también practican un montón en equipo, boludo. Y saben todo, ¿no?
Boludo, ¿cómo digo ese flash?
No.
Boludo, a través de...
Qué triplete, boludo.
¡Ese wallhack! ¡Te lo digo! A través del humo y
Sí,
de la
pero
puerta.
el otro mató a uno de los compañeros también igual, así que... O disparó. Eso ya es info, ¿entendés?
Bueno, lo estamos viendo desde mi punto de vista que es de un bronce 1. Ni siquiera llegó a plata. Igual, que el rango más bajo sea justamente plata.
Plata
No
no.
sé si-
Bueno, ganó Vitality. El primer
Ganó
mapa.
Vitality la primera. Ah, le escriben GG y todo.
Sí, uno.
Qué buen grupo los argentinos. ¿Eligen aleatoriamente cuál es el mapa que van a jugar o siempre son los mismos 3 predestinados?
Creo que eligen 4, son 4 y después de ahí lo...
¿Por votación o por al azar?
Sí, por votación, me parece.
Estaría buenísimo que pusieran 3 clásicos
Sí,
con...
creo que cada uno elige 3 y ahí van eligiendo.
Yo iba a decir que pusieran 3 clásicos y 2 creados por la comunidad. ¿Te imaginas esa?
Nah, cuidado por la comunidad,
Ninguno
no
de los
creo.
dos pudo entrenar nada en una creada por la comunidad.
No,
Ahí
no.
se vería lo táctico.
Acá juegan mapas ya, seleccionados.
Una,
Todos los mapas que están en Premier son todo eso lo que se juegan, bro.
una lástima. Que me escuchen y lo piensen. Ponerlos a jugar en uno creado por la comunidad sería muy divertido.
La verdad, pero bueno. Ya va a ir empezando.
Sí, estaba mirando eso.
Ah, que creo que se toman 15 minutos por ahí y continúa.
Ah, ¿les dan un pequeño descanso? Bien
Sí,
ahí. Mirá, lo tiene a Fran como amigo este chabón. Ah, no sos vos, boludo.
soy yo, bro.
Por eso. ¿Qué es lo que está abajo a la derecha?
Otro partido.
Ah, ¿y múltiples a la vez?
Sí,
Y esos están en Aztec. O en Maya, ¿cómo era ese nombre?
sí, hace. Puerto Castán en inglés, todo, bro.
Oh, and he does get his kill, but it's actually 2 deaths on the side of the CTs.
Quick move in here. Zortate gives it the jump spot.
¿Te dan algo por mirarlo en la
No,
página?
no.
Ah, tendrían que dar una cajita así especial o una calcomanía especial, che.
Este es el equipo que le ganó 9Z, bro. El equipo CT. Ay,
¿Qué pasó con eso? Mirá esa M4.
ahí vengo, Rey.
¿Cómo vio ese pixel?
Volví.
Buenas.
¿Empezó esto o no? Todavía no. Creo que no.
Ganaron la de recién, no sabes, boludo. Un píxel de cerebro había y lo vio el chabón y le pegó un headshot.
No, no, digo, no empezó todavía el de 9Z.
Ah, no. Todavía no. Igual te juro, boludo, me re sorprendió el tiro que le metió en la cabeza.
Y bueno, estos juegan a bastante nivel.
¿Cuánto cuesta un arma con Star Trek?
Depende del arma.
Stat Trek. ¿Y por qué se ve tan raro tu pantalla ahora?
Porque se tilda decís vos. Para
Sí.
minimizar el control.
Ah, ok.
La M4 esa que tenía, esa, la del dragón,
Ujú.
es una de las más caras.
¿Cuánto es más caro?
No sé, debe estar. A ver.
¿Es cara solo porque la utiliza este chabón o es cara porque...
Es cara porque ya no se fabrica más.
Ah, ahí ya entiendo.
En Factory New está entre $10.000 y $14.000.
Oh, boludo, me armo la casa con eso.
Con StarCraft está de 14.000 para arriba. Y después hay una WP también.
¿Y cuál es el arma más cara del counter?
Ahí te digo top 10. Hay un Karambit Case Halben Blueheim
¿Qué
entre
es un qué?
1.5 o 2 millones de dólares.
Uf,
El AK-47 Case Halben Blueheim, o sea, es la que viene como con azulito, un
sí.
millón de dólares. Eh, una AWP Dragon Lore Souvenir entre 300 y 5.000 dólares. No,
Boludo.
entre 300.000 y 500.000 dólares. La Dragon Lore normal, 400.000 dólares. M4 Howl, 200.000 dólares. Howl es la que te dije recién, boludo.
Sí, la del dragón.
Bueno, está entre eso, boludo. 200.000 dólares.
Si yo tuviera una y la pongo a vender, ¿se vendería, boludo? Porque yo no creo que haya gente que tenga esa plata.
Sí, hay gente que lo compra. Bueno, después están las mariposas. Entre 1 millón y 2 millones, boludo. El Calambit. Fue puta.
Lo quería con 2 millones de pesos, boludo. Con 2 millones de dólares.
De todo, digamos. ¿Boludo? ¿Todavía no empezó esto, boludo?
No, todavía no. Faltan 5 minutos por lo menos.
No sé si son 15 minutos o 30 minutos. No sé la verdad.
Espero que no sea media hora, boludo. Es demasiado tiempo.
Todavía no.
Y pensar que en lo que cuesta una skin yo me haría la casa.
La verdad. Sí, ya empezó, boludo.
¿Ya empezó? ¿Y por qué no lo pusiste?
A ver, voy a ver si me deja transmitir Twitch. Este. Vamos a capturar. ¿Se ve ahí la pantalla? Ah, vos te tengo que cambiar también.
Sí, tenés que cerrarme porque yo estoy viendo a los otros.
¿Se ve ahí? Decime. No se ve el control.
Sí,
No,
se ve.
¿puedo se ve el
Está
control?
pixelado, pero se ve.
No, pues se ve el control. No quiero que se vea el control.
And Zorte's hitting this shot with Boomich.
A ver si se ve. ¿Se ve ahí o no se ve?
Sí, estoy viéndolo. Van 0-0 y recién comienza.
Sí.
Kit for the CT side.
They got no utility either.
No, creo que está en
Could be a big
inglés,
problem
boludo.
here for 9Z as they move forward. That's a great shot
Uy,
though.
le
That breaks
cabió.
apart the crossfire.
Igual lo
Robs is ready, can't
veo
get
a
anything.
10
Messi's out defuse,
frames
not
por
planning for him,
minuto.
and that is going to end up being a round for 9Z. The pistol collected.
Yeah, man, they all had like kind of decent positions, but none of them got a good fight that they were looking
60
for. Nice
FPS no
slide
me
into the
deja.
bomb site to take out the first player on the boxes. Apex changes his position after the fact. Rops can't do anything. Inside the
No
bomb
me
site gets
deja.
distracted by a fight, and Flames never saw a clean look on his scale. So it started out well for Rops, just couldn't find anything. So it was Apex that was taken down, and from here, this is the one. Mayern just realizes, oh, okay, someone's here. I'll take that fight. Good pistol for 9Z.
Well, the bomb play came in as well
Bien,
for Team
ganó la
Vitality, so
primera
you know they're
9Z.
gonna go
boludo.
for a decent force
Sí,
fight.
acabo de
They
verlo,
did win the
pero
second round
estamos
after
igual,
losing the
va a
pistol match on
10
the
frames por
Inferno,
minuto.
so-
No te deja más,
Same
boludo.
scenario here. Max solo on the B bomb site.
5 FPS dice que va.
Very worrying.
5.
Although he's got good utility, you know, and
Bueno, lo abro acá.
A ver.
Twitch.tv.
wanting to stay committed to the angle. Apex going to be fighting towards connector. DGT will pick up the opening.
Yeah, but Rops isn't on his hip, so he can't
¿Por qué
choke
5
that kill in any
FPS, boludo?
sense. You just get a little bit of advanced information of
¿Qué
where
veo?
they were
El
playing.
stream principal Live Team Vitality.
No success over towards the B bomb site as well. All 4 members of Vitality have joined up in mid. Rops and Flames gonna stick around. Zaiwu and Mezzi gonna start relocating into the B halls.
Ahí, a ver cómo se ve.
That B bomb site. Max is waiting at an off angle. Rops is gonna join up with them. So will Flames. So they evacuate the middle of the
Perfecto,
map, and it's
se
all
ve
gonna fall onto this
perfecto.
one final hit.
Yeah, well, Max
Ahora
has been
sí.
waiting all round long for contact. It's coming his way now.
He still doesn't have any reinforcements. He hasn't been taking deep peeks.
¿Lo
This is
escuchaba vos
really nice
también?
from 9Z, being
Sí.
proactive to clear out the middle of the map, and now DGT can get a jump on the rotation. He'll be here in time.
No, van por
Oh,
alfombra.
at least Max has some help now. DGT waiting for that
Eso
window
tapete.
cross. As
Por el
Vitality ready
tapete.
themselves, flash
Bueno,
ready to go
alfombra,
for
tapete son lo
Rops.
mismo.
When's the call to let it fly? Now, it goes out the window. Mac goes out, takes a dink. Good trade from Messi.
Bien, se llevó uno por lo
Pushes
menos
out
y
30
sabe toda la
seconds left of the
información.
clock. DGT still down inside of the B bomb site, but he needs a kill. He needs to delay as Vitality try to wrap him. Messi taking a dink on board, down to 15 HP. 20 seconds now on the clock, and still Vitality no closer with that apartment's flank. That's the round. There's no way Messi can. So it's Luchov through the window. 9Z can celebrate. They do not concede even a bomb plant in this second round.
Yeah, lovely work. DGT slipping out and just kind of hiding and waiting. And with the losses that Vitality has taken, Mezzi doesn't have the motivation to kind of scale and try and wrap around the bomb site. He was the only one that dropped out initially.
La
when
tuya
the
por
other
si
players
acaso.
play support with the high ground. But he can't
No,
get
está
anything
diciendo
done
de
from the
que
spot.
era el único.
Good kill onto
No sé
Rops,
si
and at the end
dices
of the
el
day,
nombre
the
del
Luchov
chabón,
flank cleans
pero que
things
fue
up.
el único que pudo
2-0
mantener la
for
posición y
9Z, no bomb
hacer
plant this time,
lo
so only
necesario.
Deagles for Vitality.
Ah, 9ZST, boludo. Va bien.
It's gonna be flashed.
Entonces.
Out
Sí.
back for the time being. You got
Van
DGT
bien, van
getting a little
2-0.
bit aggressive towards top mid. He's got his MP9 ready to go. On the other side, 3 players detected.
Pobre chabón, con una MP9.
Vitality just peel away. They'll let Flames take next contact, but his leg spotted before he can even
No,
see
como
his
lo
opponent.
piqueó en rata.
That'll be a 5v4 immediately for 9Z.
Yeah, Deagle's not landing. Deagle's not getting clean looks either. Rob's getting chunked down and held at bay. DGT gonna re-aggress, so he should find Apex in just a second.
Vamos,
3-0
DGT.
start for 9Z, not
Yeah.
bad at all.
That's the most you can hope
Vamos,
for isn't it,
Luchito.
at this point. So, you know, maybe
No,
they
que
can
bien
upgrade this
ahí.
MP9 if they choose to. Probably gonna choose to preserve the economy. But the gun rounds are gonna come out and then the game is gonna change. Rops looking for just one kill down the stretch. Force one rebuy out of this 9Z side.
Yeah, very slow start individually from Vitality. 0 kills in ZywOo, 0 for Apex, 0 for Flames, and a single kill here for Rops. He might get another
Se lo
though,
pone.
but Deagle ready to set DGT ablaze. And he's going to have to
Lo
follow away
puso
50
igual,
HP.
pero cagó, boludo. Lo
Rops just
dejó
going for the
en la
reposition.
miseria.
He's playing the percentages, trying to maximize his chances of taking one more kill with him, but he just can't get it. And he's finished off. So Vitality trying to settle in the Mirage. Their buy will be coming now, but 9Z loving the fact they've got the 3-0 lead.
Yeah, don't get to play with any momentum, don't get to play with any advantages right out of the gate. So this all falls on Apex and the way he's going to call this team into some round wins.
Well, one of the weaknesses we've seen back in the Americas run that you were mentioning, Jason, was the T side of Mirage. It felt like Vitality were really struggling in that department.
Yeah,
Lucho.
you mean that
Lo
was
siento
always
de
going to be
MG.
something. You see that, you know they're going to go look at it, take a deeper look. Apex in the interview in the roundtable was already saying they were looking at a couple
Pensar
details
que
on a
ese
few
smoke
different
no me
maps they've
sale ni en
struggled in
pedo a mí.
leading into
A mí
the
me
run
sale
for
a
the
veces,
major.
bro.
Y lo intenté practicarlo,
Go
pero no
is
me sale
taking
ni
it
a
for a spin
palos.
here against 9Z.
And Mayern does upgrade from the MP9 to the AWP.
Ah, mira,
Drops
se
that
parece
into
el cuchillo
Storm.
que
He
tenía el
wants to
chabón
help
con el
out
que jugamos
immediately
ayer.
against this Vitality
Mm.
squad. So the most
Y tienen los
basic
mismos
mid
guantes que el
presence from
chabón que jugamos
Vitality, and
ayer.
they slide
Capaz que era
immediately
ese.
into a set piece towards the
¿Te imaginas que
bomb site.
jugamos con este
Rops and
chabón?
Apex coming out of Palace.
And they're going to be blocked by a smoke at Palace just on this timing. They're going to be held in behind it. They're going to send the util out. So the execution is in for Team Vitality. Smokes
Boludo, como
landing
llueven
onto a
esas
CT.
granadas.
Towards the stairs of the
Mm.
connector cross. Here's the flash into the ramp plate. Luchov unleashed, and he's got both. Finally, a little glimpse
Bien,
of what we've
Luchito.
been missing from
Ese
Luchov.
Lucho.
3 towards Vitality on the ramp. And Luchov's on the hunt for his kill on Apex.
No,
They can't finish him
Lucho,
off.
no.
But Apex
Apex,
can't win
Apex
this
es
round.
jugador de piola encima.
Absolutely no way. He goes forward to try and fight the stairs, but eventually brought down by DGT.
Intentó adivinar
And
dónde
that
estaría y le
flash
salió
peek
mal.
into the ramp was perfect.
It was perfect, but it
¿Cómo
was
se
giving
nota que
them
tienen
an
cara de
opportunity to be
argentino,
perfect.
no?
That's a really long
Ujú.
setup time for Vitality sitting
Es más,
inside
creo que
that
lo vi
ramp,
el otro
waiting
día
for
por
those
la
smokes to
boulevard a ese
pop
chabón.
long as they're thrown high into the sky and bouncing on the stairs. And 9Z has like a good 5-6 seconds to realize what's coming, set up, and call for the play. Lovely work from Luchov and Wasserpeak with the flash.
Ese es ZywOo.
Well, first gun round goes against Vitality.
El gordito ese.
ZywOo, the stunned look on his face.
quién
A
es
0-4 start for
ZywOo?
him.
El que me dijiste que era el mejor
Zero.
jugador.
El mejor jugador del
Vitality.
Counter. Actualmente.
Perhaps a correlation in those numbers. We've got Apex with just the AK. He's the hero AK. Mezzi. Oh, good timing. Gets in front of the utility. DGT thought that molly was going to protect him.
Yeah, way too confident in it. Way too confident that no one was going to
Eso es lo que me pasó con la molly de ayer, que no podía.
the window room again. Vitality now can
Pensé que me iba a cuidar y pum,
establish some
caí.
danger in this round with their control of middle. Huaso Peak starting to push in deep to Palace. Shrink the map that 9Z has to worry about. And ZywOo with the bomb on his back over towards the entrance to B Halls. Oh, he's in trouble.
Oh, he gets his deagle out. Now,
Respects the idea.
he's looking for it through the
Oh.
fence. Oh my goodness, indeed. ZywOo
Yo ni
winning
lo
the
vi,
fight
tío, la verdad.
against Huaso Peak.
Yo
That's the
tampoco lo vi,
bomb
la verdad
spot, shifting
que
back to the A
fue
bomb
de
site,
sorpresa.
though,
Aguantaba un
so
minuto que me
this
estaba
round
hablando mi
might
abuela.
change for
No, thank you.
Vitality. You can see all the blue dots of the CT side shifting over.
Oh, man.
Vitality now committed here.
Uf.
Yeah, at least Marin getting one shot of the AWP here, but he's got his teammate just in behind him, the rifle going forward. ZywOo's deagle
Oh.
again. AK for Messi, and there's the round Vitality have been looking for.
No.
Ese es
ey,
ZywOo.
tenían
Gets
que
a couple of
dejarlo.
kills, and no surprise, it's Vitality's round win.
Some nasty
¿El
deep
qué?
shots from ZywOo. That first one, a thing of beauty. Not expecting that play,
un
not
punto tenían
expecting
que
that
darles.
shift out, but a lovely shot
Si no, no
through
es
the
divertido.
fencing. Second one, he's just holding. He knows there's going to be a repeat from CT. He knows when
Qué
that
feo
AWP
que te
rings
agarren
out,
cambiando de
he's going to be
arma.
ready and waiting for the follow-up. This is gross.
It's so ridiculous, isn't it?
Qué
This
bala
one
que
as
pone,
well.
uno.
Just holding the line.
Ujú.
Gotta love that. Vitality first round on the board for this T side.
Yeah, ZywOo's got the AWP out as well. You heard Messi just saying that towards the end of the round. Now Messi is looking for that fight down towards underpass. Quickly, they're going to chase after it. Apex keeping the pressure up. Flames trying to challenge the top middle. Headshot's good. Luchov dead. And
Luchov
Flames just hides.
Luchov was just trying to help his teammate Max get out of danger. He was just trying to be a little bit of a presence to take the attention away from that retreat. Pays for it with his life. Way too costly.
Yeah, 5v4 now for Vitality to settle into, and they've got a minute and 20 seconds still to play with.
Yeah, and they usually make you pay in these 5v4s. That's a tough loss to take early on in the round. Leaves Mayer all on his own, and yeah, he's got the op again. He's got a deep angle in towards the B halls.
Mayer spots the cross. Apex goes into the scope. It'll go forward and land just in behind
bueno.
Mezzi, and Mayer climbing up.
26 de daño, 26 de
Shoulder
daño.
is
che.
somewhat spotted, but Mezzi
Algo
knows
es algo,
if
bro.
an AWP is going to peek him, he's likely to lose that engagement, so Mezzi retreats. Vitality trying to scale up through connector with Flames. Couldn't get it
Le
to
pegó
fight
con la
into the
granada.
angle, but he's going again. And this time caught by his own flashbang,
No.
turns away into the wall. Horso
Ooh.
Peak going to get the trade. Robson Zywo taking
Ooh.
damage. In fact, a 4v5 being converted here by 9Z. If they can close in these 2 kills, Mezzi 74 health, 18 for Zywo.
Yeah, really well done. I think the trading isn't quite there for Vitality so far in this map. Mezzi gonna jump up, taken down with
Lo
ease, and
esperaba.
Zywo's got to save the op.
Yep, that's the bomb is nowhere near his possession. It's a tough spot up there, and then Zywo having to just retreat with 18 HP.
Ah,
And
tenía
it's
que
a-
volver.
All right, 9Z
Ahí en
looking
medio.
strong here on Mirage this CT side. Maybe there are still some issues.
Ah, ahí la
We
veo,
talked
está al
about
lado
some
de
of the
la
struggles that
cruz.
Vitality
Caminá,
has
culiado.
inside Mirage
Ay,
leading
ay, ay.
into the major.
Headshot.
And you know they would have put some work into the map and into the philosophy and into the
Ah, no.
ideas of how they want
No
to
digo
change
headshot.
things, what they want to do, what they can
Igual
build
esa no
upon
es
that's
la
going
scout.
well.
No,
Pensé que era
Not
AWP.
seeing
Esa
much of
AWP.
it here yet.
¿Ese es
In
AWP?
this second
Sí.
map of the series,
que era
Vitality is up
scout.
1 map to the good.
qué bala que le pusieron a Luchito, boludo. Pobre.
Lovely shot from Flames.
Necesito un mate.
Better equalizer from
Yo estoy
Mayer.
tomando mate, bro.
And really just well done from
Antes de que
9Z
empiece me
having 2
preparé el
people at the
mate.
point of that attack over towards Khan. They were ready for that fight.
Well, looking to respond. Team Vitality still have a good buy. Still got the AWP, still got the AKs. Apex.
Oh,
Moving
Lucho.
away. Luchov has to get out of there. He
Vamos,
will.
Luchito.
Back to safety at least. It would have been a disappointing
Qué
start.
triste que te
to
piquen
back-to-back
así a
rounds
través
there for
del humo
Lucho.
y sin
One thing that
visión.
9Z hasn't been able to do, even despite the fact they have a 4-round lead, is get their money under control. They're still sitting very, very low on cash. Any round loss they take is going to be very, very painful. Likely another buy-up afterwards, but they're going to miss some of the bills.
esa
And
granada pegó
whistles
30
the
por
fleet
dos.
assist from
Ay.
Mayern. Sticks around too long, so Apex takes him down. He's done that unconfirmed damage
Mucho
on the
daño
Lucho earlier.
hace Vitality, bro.
And 1 minute, 5 seconds left. 5v4. Vitality lost to 5v4 in the last round. This time, trying to extend it as Mezzi, but he
Vamos,
actually gets
Mats.
caught at range against an MP9.
Okay, the individuals of 9Z on Inferno, they looked flat and a little bit absent, but they're here in this map hitting some very sharp shots. This MP9 just picking Mezzi off at range.
It looked like Mezzi was about to guarantee a 5v3 there.
Look at Vitality on the map again. I just mentioned trading hasn't been really solid for them in this map so far. They're all in positions now where you can't really trade anything. Flames on his own, working his way through cons. Iwu's going to follow it up with the AWP.
And you have to piece it together quickly because there's only 30 seconds left in the round. And you've got Zywo now moving up towards top connector. Flames coming through. Great headshot as Huaso Peak just steps out in front of that smoke, then drops back in behind the cover.
Back of the bomb site, they need to clear it.
Luchov not
Como
being
odio que se
cleared
metan
right
ahí
now.
atrás, boludo.
He's gonna
Vamos,
actually
Luchito.
walk out. That's the bomb coming down. Good shot from Robs. 10 seconds.
No,
scope
Zywo.
from Zywo. All of a sudden, round is back on again for Team Vitality. Zywo protects Robs, steps in front of him. Come and fight him. As that AWP is looking for his next victim. Zywo's making the difference.
Zywo.
DGT left alone. And that M4 is all the way it's short. Where Zywo's no scope, then the follow-up kill towards the jungle. That's just ripped our hearts out of the round here for 9Z, and they're just gonna have to save.
Yeah, this is the only weapon they'll have. They have to bring the op forward. That money, just check it out now. It's going to be a very, very bruised,
¿No tiene
very
sentido esto?
labored buy into the next round. So having the op is going to be nice
Sí,
for
tendría que tener.
9Z. Zywo's having all the impact for Vitality in these 2-round wins. The double deagle previously on an eco, and now this with the op to recover what?
No.
I think that's a
Creo que no.
2-on-4 situation. Him and Rops have just snatched away. Lovely shooting and good protection as the bomb plants and the smoke fades. Zywo still prepared for the fight towards jungle.
Ya me puedo ir a
Lead is
poner
cut
el
to
agua.
3, and
Anda
that's a
tranquilo, dale.
really tough decision to make. They're going to love the fact that Vitality are the ones calling the timeout out of the victory. I think next time that Apex want to settle this team down, and hopefully that's the inflection point for them. For 9Z, they get a chance to have a conversation about the money. Because you almost feel like you want to get lured into a force buy here around this op, but if you just save, next round is going to be such a strong investment from the Knife Z side. So I think they're going to sit this one out. 5-7 on DGT, up on Mayern. And they'll see what those two weapons can produce in round 8.
A lot of no-scopes this tournament, ZywOo, hasn't he? All the clips that we've seen so far. Well, no-scope being involved in them. Mayern's got to hope for some success of his own. Sent with the AWP up into the ladder room. Gonna flash out flames to that peak. Mayern's coming over to have a look. And he's spotted his target. He'll take it as well. Flame's gone. Now what did Vitality do?
Apex is bringing the bomb over to the A-bomb site. ZywOo's joining up as well. Feels like that's the signal that they want to challenge and finish the A-bomb site, try and walk their way in. Mayern with the op on the other side of the map at the B-bomb site, so you've got 4 pistols to go up against. They're starting to get aggressive over in Palace, so Apex is going to have a challenge on his hands.
Apex. Seeing the timing, and it's an awkward one.
I mean, just a perfect timing around those pillars, but this is a nightmare for Vitality.
Z trying to wake them up, but
Vamos, DGT.
oh, indeed. DGT diving out of the window, the Deagle to the kill against Messi, and all of a sudden, 30 seconds left, and yep, you've got nowhere to go here. They are parking the bus right now, just hanging onto the AK and AWP. This is crazy.
Yeah, what a weird round. Vitality just spread out, get just picked off one by one by one. The push in towards Palace for Apex, the shot from Mayern, and with a single AWP and a 5-7 brought into this round, 9Z is going to leave with 3 AK-47s and AWP and a 5-7. That's a crazy turnaround. That bolsters their economy so well for the next stages of this half. They're doing an incredible job. For a map that they came in with a terrible win rate on it, and no great scalps to speak of that they've taken.
Some of these kills are just so ridiculous.
Vamos, hijo.
You're going to have to win rounds like that. You're going to have to frustrate Vitality. You're going to have to get under their skin.
Well, yeah, and it may look to the untrained eye like you've done that with the way Apex is speaking quickly and gesturing, but he's talked so frequently, he had it in the round table as well, just saying, I have to do this all the time, otherwise we are going to lose focus, otherwise we are going to start missing a step. It's not that I'm getting frustrated and pissed off, it's that we need to fire, some of these guys need to get fired up, and at the moment he's looking for that. 2 really good impactful rounds from ZywOo, not enough to get the engine of Vitality running here on Mirage quite yet. We're entering round 9, they have a 4-round deficit. 9Z came in as a completely different team from Inferno, and they're surprising him at the moment. And the struggles for Vitality's T-side Mirage still persist.
Messi trying to move forward even though he's taking half damage. Trying to get out, hop out the window. Messi dead. Luchov readies himself for a second. Brilliant work out of Luchov. That's 3. And that's Vitality dead out. They can't do much about this now whatsoever. And that nade is going to land right towards ZywOo as he retreats as well. Vitality also peak eventually. He fell asleep for a second. I couldn't believe it. Apex is just right in front of him. But that's dead. That's just the round over. Luchov destroying them.
I'm assuming that Apex maybe feels like the comms aren't quite there, like there's not enough happening across the map, not enough information is being passed to him from his teammates and his other players. So I'm assuming that's why he's calling this exec of just saying we're getting picked off across the map. Nobody's finding anything effective to do. I'm not really getting fed a whole lot of information to be able to make an informed decision as the IGL. So let's just take all of that out of the equation, hit the B bomb site on a timing.
Look how frustrated they are. This is getting to the point now where it's an ugly T side from Team Vitality on Mirage again. And every time you thought that Deagle round was ZywOo gets the 2 with the D, that's the turning point, right? That's bailing them out from a slow start. But then they lose against Pistols, and once again we're back on that crazy train to 9Z. And we're all aboard. Here we go. Luchov holding. Might be just the same round.
No!
This time Flames has got 2. Okay, the Tech 9 races forward. DGT on the flank, actually getting the spam damage through that smoke as well. He's just going to go forward, wanting to get this fight. Robs has stepped out to that right side. Can the Tech-9 do it? The Deagle
No!
Robs has still picked it up. And now Flames looking for his next victims. He's done so much in this round already, but this time he's dead to Wasso Peak. And Maynard's come through as well. So it's Robs in the 1v2. The player you so often want in the clutch. Fake steps to try and make them think he's coming from that side, but he switches out. The AK will not connect the kill. And you've got to feel like he needed that immediately. Robs, how does he play this? Cowering behind the van. Now they move in on him, and Maynard's got it. Back to the
Vamos.
defuse. Flames gives them a chance, but it's not enough for Vitality to get over the line. It's an 8th round for 9Z.
That's crazy. You get those 2 kills on the entry from
Tan
Flames,
loco,
and that
boludo.
feels like that's just the round 1. That's such a strong double kill that he's able to get descending into the bomb site, clearing out everything for you before reinforcements can arrive. It does it so well. Rops even grabbing this on the flank, but everything after that, it falls apart. Peek into the op. Rops is left in an awkward 1v2. And 9Z still continues to pile on. They're up by 6 now.
Ahora sí volví, tengo mate.
Acaban de ganar una rondaza, boludo.
Uf. Che, igual ahora perdí el sonido.
Está bajito igual.
Ah, no, se había ido el sonido. Si no escucho las bombas es porque no hay sonido.
To have this happen after the way the first map played out is just crazy. Never even expected it.
¿Ya pasó que mataran a alguien de
And
cuchillo?
it's not by anything
No, todavía no.
miraculous. 9Z playing really good Counter-Strike.
O sea,
and
no en esta
punishing
partida,
every
pero sí en la
mistake
historia del
Vitality
cuento.
has made.
Sí, sí, sí.
It's not some cheesy clutch. It's not some miraculous 1v3. This is just solid play from the side of 9Z.
Ese Ibu como castiga, boludo.
Mezzi, maybe waiting as Max actually pushes up through the B apartments. Around the backside and didn't actually go forward. As he sees him, communicates it to his teammates, but he's not given the chance for the kill.
I feel like Mezzi was looking at his radar when he popped in. There was no reaction on the first spot. There wasn't the jump back. So aggressive towards top of A ramp while it's smoked. That'll fade shortly. Zauno peering through connector into the A bomb site, sees absolutely nothing, but at least he's got a supportive line so his teammates can move up the stairs. But Wasso Peak's
¿Qué te haga eso, Kevin?
Rops coming out of Palace now with 3-on-3.
25 seconds. Bomb in position. A connector. Zaiwu out through
¿Cómo
window.
castiga este Ibu?
Will fade away. Well, the advantage for Vitality. 15 seconds left. You got Max now stepping down below. He actually hit the shot, but it's a light shot from Zaiwu.
Le pegó igual.
Just not enough to
Sí,
drop
pero-
Max, and yep, that's Robs now alone. No time to get to it. 5 seconds. He can't even get there and get it back in time. So last second steal away coming in from Max and Mayern, and that's another round for 9Z.
What's happening? Why didn't he just go plant default? I mean, I guess maybe you don't know that CT is clear, but Vitality's falling apart. Vitality completely crumbling here on the T-side Mirage.
Pasa que Mirage es el
I want to see
mapa
that
de...
again just to make sure my eyes aren't deceiving me. Like I feel like I'm going a little
9-7.
bit crazy. Lovely job from Max.
No sé,
Yeah, you
supongo.
have the bomb on your back. There's 9 seconds. They make the
¿Por
call
qué
to double
9-7?
swing. They think, I guess, maybe
9-7.
it's only the one. But a huge mistake.
No sé, la
bomb
verdad.
plant whatsoever.
So many strange rounds, unorthodox rounds from Team Vitality, who are ready to go in for an A execution, looking to try and keep things simple. All on the same page.
¿Por qué no
trying to
hablan
break
así,
through
pues?
this A side.
It tells you everything that Vitality down the stretch of this half have basically just ascended it and executes
And
on
they've
the bomb
missed
site.
smokes too.
There's
They
no-
can't even A execute, they just miss a smoke.
There's no faith that they can get anything done when they spread into their defaults. Now blinded, and now it's all 9Z.
Dude, they missed the stairs smoke.
It is all
Es
9Z.
increíble,
Miss
boludo.
smoke, mistakes
Entraron
all
y ya
along the
tenían
way. And what the hell
todas
has
las
just happened?
calles
10-2.
llenas de
9Z
humo y de
obliterate
fuego.
Vitality in the first half.
Dejate de joder, ¿cómo lo hacen tan rápido? Bueno, sí, eso es comunicación de equipo.
El nombre 9Z viene de la idea de crear una organización con una identidad corta, fácil de recordar y distinta dentro de los sports. Fue fundada por Francisco
Mira,
en 2018. Vamos,
no explica
9Z.
por qué no explica por qué 9Z y no 5J, pero es entendible el concepto.
Lo que muchos no saben es que la Z se pronuncia como Z, así que el nombre se lee como 9Z. Con el tiempo la organización adoptó el color violeta y todo eso.
Pero sabemos que es 9Z porque argentino, hola.
Hasta donde se conoce públicamente, Francaster nunca explicó que el 9
¡Boludo,
tenga...
mira todas las granadas de mid!
No, pero eso es para lo que se puede hacer. Prácticamente que no lo eligió, no tiene una especificación específica. Fue elegido como una marca original para el organizador.
Ujú.
Una banda de humo tiene.
Eso estaba mirando. ¡Mirá los flashes! Es increíble que lo primero que tiran es flash. Yo lo primero que tiro es humo. O fuego. Che, la alfombra la...
¿La alfombra qué?
La alfombra la llenaron de humo y fuego.
Mm. Vamos, Luchito.
Oh, me acabo de dar cuenta de que ya puedo comprar cosas en la marketplace.
¿En
En la
el jue-
marketplace.
¿En el jueguito?
En el mercado de Steam. Voy a vender las cajas. O decís que la guarda la caja de sueños.
Como voy a ir a venderla, guardarla si querés.
Es que no la voy a abrir, así que... Anda. ¿Cuál es el precio aceptable? 1.88. Tu, 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 tu. Y la terminal también la voy a vender.
There's the flash, that's going to catch Crims out, they're going to push on through, MBK gets one, but Crims with a spray down, he gets himself the triple, and Fnatic are not done yet.
Can you believe it?
I think there were two, William. You were not watching your screen?
What?
You were not watching your screen when they
When?
push. I said push B, William.
Push B?
Yeah. Hey, before you were holding. I said PP, William. You didn't see?
Oh.
Hace
No,
pipí.
I was talking BP.
Well, how we expected, Apex wanted the same thing. Just maybe Mezzi looking away, but it's clear.
¿Qué hace
from the
pipí?
comms, there's a little bit of miscommunication on the side of Vitality. They don't seem too panicked. They don't seem too angry or frustrated or anything like that. But
Oh,
man,
pone
that's
todo,
that's a very ugly half of Counter-Strike from Vitality to open things up on Mirage, and now they've got to recover. We know they've got really good comebacks in them. They just got to get it started first.
Yeah, gotta
¿Qué
win
te
the
tomando
next
mate Margo?
Obvio.
one. coming out hot and heavy towards this
No
A
tengo
side.
problema con el mate dulce,
And one
pero
for Vitality actually in
me
the side.
acostumbré
They
tanto al
reply behind
amargo
smokes,
que...
but they trying a little bit more damage on top.
Que no
But
sé.
no early kills
Me
from
gusta más.
Vitality, which means they got to retake this, and they're losing players. You've got Apex down at the window, and look how much control nines they have.
They're completely out of step at the moment, Vitality. Yeah, this is a slaughter. This map's over. Just
Lo
take
veo
us to
complicado,
dust.
¿no?
That's going to be the third decider. Nice shot from Rops. Zyhus somehow sneaking into the bomb site. There's one good kill, but no way you're going to get enough to turn the tides. And that's effectively it. No kit on Rops, no HP on Rops. Mezzi, the only one has a chance. But you can see, when this pissed around, when they have the double nade over in Con, they're expecting to break the wall of smokes. Like
Pero ni
they're
siquiera
already
pudo
kind of
verlo.
expecting
¿Cómo le
what
pegó el
smoke wall is
headshot?
going to come in. Those nades go so far. They want to break the wall and challenge as they're running into the bomb site, but man, the deep con smoke just kind of ruined all those plans.
Vamos, 9Z. Me olvido que cambiaron de lado, ¿no?
9Z's.
Sí, sí,
5
yo
steps
también.
ahead.
¿Cuánto está un sticker de 9Z?
Still
A
having
ver.
a chat with Mezzi down the line there, Apex.
Yeah. Kind of the two more like vocal guys in terms of strategy, in terms of how this team is going to be playing.
Ah, la
And
mierda,
obviously
ya me
those two
compraron
being on different pages doesn't bode well.
la caja y la terminal.
So, second
Eso
round
fue rápido.
investment in this second half from Vitality to buy up everything. MP9's FAMAS on Rops, and they're going to get some mid-aggression
Bueno, Max
underway.
va a morir, me
It's
parece.
Max here as the sole player. He's forced back, brought low, taken down, but now they scale up into A.
Apex gets a good start. Rob steals away a kill. There's the Flames. Deagle needs
Uy, boludo,
another and
las
trying to get it
pegatinas
off
de
towards
9Z
Tetris, but all of his
están
teammates have
de
arrived.
12 centavos
Responsibility
a...
not necessarily Flames',
Ah,
but
estos son
he's
del
still going to take the
2022.
kill regardless.
La del
So there's
2026
one back
está
from Team
$3.30.
Vitality.
Yeah, not too shabby at all. Well done from Vitality. Let's see if that stops the momentum of 9Z, if that throws a hitch in their plans. Vitality's got to go on some kind of a run to close the gap on this scoreboard before 9Z get up
Vamos
for
chicos, le
12.
faltan 2 rondas nomás.
Good piece of aggression. Rops and Flames both ready for the response, which is to speed up the attack at the A bomb site. Both of them grab some kills. Vitality hasn't won 2 rounds in a row yet on this map.
That's crazy.
2 very isolated rounds in the first half.
There's the push down.
Oh, a los
Pass
dos.
from Apex, he's going to take 2 kills. DGT and
Tuvo
Max
un
both
FB,
down
boludo,
within
que tiró.
seconds, so Vitality into a
Boludo.
5v3. Pistols on the other side.
Bueno, sí, no me tendría que
Come out of
sorprender.
Palace,
Estos son los mundiales, pero...
but he's not been able to make the most of his chance.
No, Apex fortunate to be alive in that situation. Now going to be smoked off, so also Peak really has nothing to do in this position. Luchov under the window, Mayern coming towards top mid just now. A little over a minute left in the round to play. Only a single rifle for the T side in this 3v5. It's Luchov's Galil.
Luchov tapping out towards the window. Zaiwu 1-for-1.
Bueno, ya cayó Seiwu, así que... ¡Vamos, Lucho!
Pero los otros pegan también, boludo.
Déjame tener fe, negro.
El Flames ese pega.
They just wanted to get a check on scaling, on where exactly 9Z was positioned, how close they were to attacking into a bomb site. So good information gathering on top of the 1-for-1 trade.
Bien, 28 segundos, loco, dale.
Luchov will slide into Khan. Rops waiting inside ladder room for Huaso Peak to turn the corner.
And Flames and Rops come on through. So Luchov and Huaso Peak both gone. Another round for Team Vitality.
Che, puse el agua más caliente que la última vez que viniste vos y aún se enfrió de vuelta al toque.
Todavía el Talma no aguanta bien el...
Would you say that? A realistic comeback?
Bueno, sí, tal vez me lo golpearon.
No, it doesn't look like that.
I mean, I just mean
I'm
in the
not
sense...
doubting Vitality at any
I know,
point.
that's the point. I was just meaning in the sense that it's Vitality. I'm like, I feel like it's always realistic.
I'm not doubting them. It just doesn't.
But
it doesn't look like that yet.
Yeah, certainly in the way this game is played. Certainly
Bueno,
in
Saiwu
terms
sacó
of the
WP.
scoreboard, it doesn't look like it's there yet. There's a lot of reasons to have confidence and Vitality to bring this one back. Very passive round though from
Ni para comprar
9Z,
una
just with
pegatina
pistols.
tienen, boludo.
So we're gonna sit back and have a little chit chat.
Yeah, 9Z doing the same.
We can take a little moment, as I'm sure many of the viewers have the other stream open, the Aurora Spirit game. We were kind of talking earlier. I didn't really know how to place Aurora. They've got a good lead over Spirit right now in that first map, looking to close things out.
Yeah, Spirit having to pull a comeback of their own.
That's Dust 2. I mean, with the way Spirit's playing, Aurora coming into Spirit's house on Dust 2 and potentially taking a win.
Yeah, it's Woxic over there who was doing so much.
Alguien tiene que moverse, che, no pueden quedarse todos
Quietos
quietos en el lugar.
pulled away.
Están esperando que lo lleven.
That's crazy. Madrid putting up a crazy performance versus them at the moment.
Yeah, it's awesome to see. That little uptick is probably helping them out. Potentially get an upset on the map. Finally, 9Z make their move without any utility, without any real significant weapons. The Glock chiming in for 1 kill.
¡Vamos!
2 kills.
Bien ahí.
Not bad. And trying to get out to a better one, but Flames will deny that. And
Tratar de conseguir el arma.
Buy your head armor.
Claro,
And they're going to get a buy now. We're going to see 9Z purchasing the AK-47s. Galil here
Con la pincha este.
and a couple of smiles here and there for Vitality, trying to keep spirits positive.
I don't like that's the other
Este
thing.
chabón
Is
ya
like,
tiene canas.
you know,
¿Qué
I
edad
think it would
tiene?
have been different, but that listening we had
Saiwu
back
debe
in
tener
the
como
second half,
20 y
I was
pico.
really
creo.
pleased to not see any kind of like I didn't get any sense of like angry frustration. It was just kind of like, ooh, this game is gross. We're not playing well kind of frustration. A lot of reasons for Vitality to believe they can make this happen. They have had some crazy comebacks over Navi in the past, just back at Fort Worth as well. So see if this CT side can lock it down. Because remember, on the other side of the coin too, 9Z, despite the stellar first
Viste como
half
todos
and the
juegan
lead
con
that they
FB.
took into this half, Mirage is not a map that has been
¿Cómo
kind
con
to them in
FB?
the map pool.
Que lo fedean y todo.
Messi, he's got the opening kill
sí.
here for Team Vitality. Also peak dead. And we'll settle into it now. Let's see what kind of reaction 9Z can muster up here. You know, you're 4v5, the round's basically just started.
Oh, lo mató otra vez.
You're going back into what is going to be an A finish.
Yeah, it's a spam kill as well. You didn't even get a chance to react.
Lo mató por la
respond, to have
ventana.
any kind of a rebuttal. Zywoo's got the op over towards Ticket. Flames playing inside the bomb site. Apex for the moment is in window room, but as soon as any utility flies over the walls or any sense this hit is coming, he's going to shift.
Flames getting closer and closer up to that ramp smoke.
He hears the footsteps, here's the sound cues.
Didn't see the headed player at Palace. It's going to be Apex to deal with that threat. And Flames ready now, spamming down through the smoke. Has done damage to Mayon as well. So Tyler will deal with Max coming up through connector. A very strong look here from Team Vitality in their first buy round here in this second half.
Yeah, brutal defensive
Martín
smoke
abajo,
deployed at
sabes
just
que
the
no tenés que
perfect
subirte en la
moment for
máquina.
Zywoo to allow
O quédate ahí,
Flames to
eso
play
es, quédate en
behind
el
it.
Roish.
9Z try and force their way in and just get shoved back. So Mayon the only one left alive, but
Lo
now
van
we're
a
seeing
comer como el
Vitality with a
loco.
little bit of that swagger they had on Inferno, right? Already on the hunt really early on in the round.
¿Qué
They got
pasó,
money to
chabón?
lose some
Iban
weapons
de
if they need
10 y
to, but they
están
wanna
dándose la
find Mayon.
vuelta.
And he's going to hear them and handle it. Pair of
Muy bien.
headshots.
Le controlo las armas.
Mayon, he'll carry that AK into the next round.
Yeah, lovely work from Mayon up on top. Nobody from Vitality expected it, so they can rebuy that, but it is costly. Good find
El
at the end of
chabón
the day, but nothing
tiene...
Vitality
Ahí, mirá, lo mató por la
wasn't
ventana.
willing
¿Qué
to risk.
hijo de
Yeah,
puta?
that's the
Otra
opening
vez,
kill,
boludo.
spam down through the wall. Flames playing behind that smoke, just able to shut down the hit. And actually, I mean, 9Z gets nothing done in that round. Back to Tech 9's, Galil on Max, AK-47 that he saved on the back of Mayon.
Yeah, back to the Stone Age for the 9Z economy.
Martín, no puedes tomar el mate.
Quieto, mamá.
Mi gato, boludo, se quiere comer la yerba.
CT smoke.
Viene
gonna drop
Argentina,
down
entonces.
in towards the underpass. Apex
No,
for the
bueno.
time
minor.
being. Go out into
No,
middle,
se agarró todos
take
en
the
rata.
opening kill on Mayon, and then dish out a lot of damage behind that smoke.
Hizo
as well.
mucho
Unconfirmed,
daño,
but you're gonna have 9Z back away with wounded
No sé si lo
players.
escucharon
Yeah,
ronronear.
they didn't want to mess with any
No,
more
no
spam
se
that
escucha.
might be coming through, so gonna wait for the smoke to fade, but now you gotta go to plan B, and you probably didn't really have one coming into this round. There's only a single smoke available on Luchov. That's just chucked out now. One con, one window.
Deja el cable en paz. Te bajo.
And Apex will be smoked, have to drop away. Got no
No,
other
man.
access anywhere else on the map. You're making an audible jump up into the window. Apex has got the utility ready just to try and disrupt that boost. And look how ready he is for this. That smoke will fade away soon, and then Apex is going to have a challenge of 2 players around the corner. Now, that could be the problem. Gets the information. Apex actually loses the fight.
Yeah, he actually didn't seem very ready for it. Ooh, Zywoo.
Missed shot as well. AK here for Flames, trying to recover this, trying to get 3, but he can't do it, and all of a sudden 3 kills come in for 9Z. And
El
it's just
chabón no
Messi
supo a
who can stop this. He's all the way over
dónde
the B bomb
apuntar,
site.
¿viste?
So
Y no.
Vitality had a 5v4
Contra
and
3.
they messed it up
Te
big
salgan
time.
al mismo
That-
tiempo,
that's
boludo.
so uncharacteristic. Like they're in such strong positions to be able to hold
Pero
on
por
to
lo menos
this
mata a
attack,
uno.
and it all falls apart. This is a very, very rough off game for Vitality, and Messi not even
¡Ey,
a chance to take a
ey,
shot.
ey!
And I don't think Vitality closed the gap
¿Cómo?
enough. I don't think they got close enough before 9Z get to 12 for them to make
¿Cómo
this
que?
work.
¿Cómo lo
They're gonna
mató?
buy up what they can. Mayor made
¿No
a
lo
play
viste,
a couple
boludo? Estaba en
rounds
la
ago
esquinita.
going for the hunt, so
Obviamente no.
few players are going to be a little bit low and busted. Apex can't get all the utility in the kit that he'd like. One final hurrah for Vitality. This is a game I think they're going to have to win playing their D game.
Qué varita le puso
And it's not
Zywoo,
going
Luchito,
well. Lovely
boludo, ¿no?
shooting from Luchov. What a spin back towards short.
Por lo menos
We're
van a
gonna get
llegar
10 balls
al
into the action.
overtime.
First of the evening for us, 12-6, and we'll chill for a bit as the admin team gets to work.
Trying to fix the system of Vitality. That's the big
Yeah,
tech issue right
clearly
now,
it
isn't it?
must be a tech issue if this is happening.
Well, great to see 9Z seizing this opportunity right now.
Especially because, I mean, we've been here for a couple weeks now through the stages, and we've been hearing everyone talk so highly of 9Z. We ourselves haven't casted a game.
Yes.
Seen the stats, seen the results and everything. And going into Inferno, I was all excited for it, and they got destroyed on that map. But coming into here and seeing this kind of a level, I'm like, all right, that's a lot of fun. I know Vitality's playing a very bad game at the moment for their standards. But it's good seeing 9Z and Luchov especially pop off. Mayern's got 19 kills.
Yeah, it sure is nice to see 9Z showing us a little bit of that potential that we'd seen in the earlier stages and bringing
Vamos,
that
9Z.
fight against the world number 1. Now Zaiwu gonna head out in towards middle. He'll hit the shot, but that's such a
Qué
little amount of damage
error.
for the orb to be connecting through the wall.
No.
Flames though, he's got two towards the ramp. Great opening from Flames, but Apex is dead in connector. And Zaiwu now waiting for a head to show. It feels, I'm not confident in Vitality winning these rounds, even if they've got the advantages, especially with 9Z having control of the window room. Mezzi's gonna come over and have a look.
Yeah, timing is everything for Mezzi. Gonna start sliding over. Max drops off.
No.
Ay,
El
no,
Luchito, qué
boludo.
ruido
He's
que
made.
hace, bro.
Look at the bombers though for 9Z. It's all the way back in T-spawn.
Yeah,
La
that's I think why
C4
they're
en
loosening up
TT.
and they're getting players in position because Huaso Peak's gonna have to go get it. He's the only one who has the potential. That doesn't have to give up a really nice advanced piece of map control.
No one's going to be alerted to Max. Max is being loud as well, but no one's nearby spotting out
No.
his
La
position or
reacción de
hearing him,
Zaiwu,
but
bro.
eventually Rops is going to turn. Zaiwu's got the kill on Luchov. A much stronger round here for Team Vitality, and Huaso Peak now 1v4.
I think 9Z's got to be really careful about the opening of their rounds. I think that's where Vitality's getting the biggest advantage on the CT side so far, as Vitality's been much better at finding opening kills than being the aggressor in a lot of different situations. We've seen mid pushes, we've seen Apex play underpass. Now we see some
Ese
A-ramp
Flames,
aggression as
hue
well to
puta.
get the opening 2 kills, and that's what's going to bury 9Z. If they can make it into the mid round with an even situation, they've come out on top of a decent amount of those. So a save for Huaso Peak in round 19. They'll try again moving forward. 12-7, the lead is cut to 5.
Yeah, Vitality have not been close to perfect.
Te juro
at
que
any
leí
point here in
OGT en
Mirage,
vez
but
de
that is what they
DGT.
have to be now just to get overtime.
A ver,
Timeout as
Martín,
well. Going in
déjame
from
seguir tomando
9Z.
mates, por favor,
Makes
cariño.
sense. I mean, get an early one in. You got 2 remaining, so burn one of them now. And Bit can have a chance to talk with the guys while you still have a lead. Keep them calm, keep them chill. Remind them that the way they've been playing so far in this game is awesome, and they don't need to do anything else. They don't need to try and go above and beyond. Everything they've been doing is working, so just keep the focus there. Vitality on the other side, it's going to be Apex just reminding them we've played a
¿Qué son las
terrible game,
imágenes que
but we're
tienen
still in
atrás?
this. We're still in the midst of this comeback.
No
Comms
tengo
are
ni idea.
everything. Communication, making sure we all know what's
Hay uno que
happening around the
reconozco,
map,
que es el
and
Defuse
continuing the
en fuego.
proactive plays to start
El
the
ángel en
rounds.
llamas.
Ah,
Pero
deben ser todos
los grandes momentos
los grandes
están-
momentos que hubieron.
Round 20, Zaiwu has his AWP. For the 9Z attack, it's a single Galil amongst AK-47s and plenty of utility. 4 members of 9Z going to open up towards the A bomb site. Looks like they're calling the number of Flames and Zaiwu.
Zaiwu.
Execution in. Flames go into the sky. Zaiwu sends a shot out. Mayron going to be the first victim. The Palace push coming in as well, but Zaiwu eats the lead of Huaso Peak. Now Flames hiding away. Good kill on DGT. Unleashes first again. Apex is through the smoke. Oh, when Zaiwu goes down there, he starts
Pegan
to worry
fuerte
for
el hijo de
Vitality's
puta ahora, ¿no?
defenses, but then Flames steps up and he's got some help coming through the smoke.
Yeah, so precise. And Apex knows if Flames gets a kill, he's swinging through the smoke as well, because the next follow-up player isn't checking him, isn't holding him behind that smoke. Good opening kill from Zaiwu. Good shot in return for Huaso Peak, but this is lovely. Flamesy sits him on his ass, and Apex cleans up the last kill. 4 rounds away and back to pistols.
1 AK here for 9Z. Let's see if DGT can do anything with it. Top mid smokes deployed. 2 players going out that way. Vitality going to make it uncomfortable with utility of their own, but DGT.
He's just going to test this.
Yeah, he's just going out of Palace right now. Is that going to work? Flames just gets his crosshair
Ese
back in
Flam me
time.
gana
So
todos los choques.
DGT
Hijo
dying
de
at Palace. That's the
puta,
rifle
boludo.
gone and not being recovered. And the advantage is extended upon by Rops in mid.
I love that play from DGT. The rest of your players are on a low buy, so it's kind of one of those rounds you get a gimme to kind of be aggressive and do whatever you want to do. And he actually found the exact fight in the exact scenario he was looking for. Even got the benefit of the nade trajectory, selling Flames' position.
Peak is getting
Uf.
the kill with
Boludo,
that AK picks up
gente,
at
boludo.
Palace. Apex going to be a victim of it, and Flames couldn't get the trade.
Quedo a 13 de vida nomás, ¿no?
Tech 9 of Max has actually slipped down middle.
No,
On the
6.
gaze of any
O sí, 13.
Vitality player.
3 de vida me parece. Ah, no.
13.
13.
Smoke will deploy out towards
Es una
ramp.
señal.
Foul cover. We'll be there for a few seconds as Zaiwu is going to look down in towards connector. Tech 9 still waiting to take the step forward, but Comes down to a timing. He's trying to time it with his teammates coming out of the ramp here so they can try and go for a last-ditch attack.
No.
But Flames has
No.
handled both of the ramp pushes
Ese flamme
easily.
culiado.
Also peeking Marin gone. Zawu with another missed shot, but Rops has come through to shut down Max in middle.
All right,
It'll be
we're,
a 9th round for Vitality. They're on their
Qué
way.
ángulo
yeah, we're
asqueroso
within
ese.
3
Puedes
now.
cubrir
Striking distance.
la entrada
Another
esa
full
y
buy coming in
Rats.
for 9Z.
Y,
They got
perdón,
one more
Rata.
timeout remaining for whenever they want to use that. Maynard has his
Yo no me lo
AWP
esperaría.
on the other
No me ha
side to
pasado de
counter
encontrarme a alguien
Zawu.
en ese ángulo.
Todavía.
But Vitality starting to build up into this map, into this half. 3 in a row with 4 players surviving in each of them. 7 of the last 8 rounds in the favor of Vitality. They just have no more mistakes to give.
Zawu boosted up into the apartment, so the AWP tossing his utility down into the site.
¿Qué tiraba
He'll
todas
just
las
maintain
granadas?
his position with the
Para que la
scope
use el otro
itself.
compañero.
Again, it's looking like it's going to be an A-hit here for 9Z.
Yeah, last time they tried something like this, it was Luchov on his own trying to spring up through Khan. Now he's got a teammate, Max, paired up with him. Equally, though, Rops is at this bomb site because Zawu switched sides, so it's not the AWP they're going against, it's 2 rifles up in their face.
Is that going to be enough for a shutdown? Team Vitality at the ready. Heating up is Flames. He's stuck and he can't get anything into the open. So it
Boludo, se
falls to
murió por
Rops, the
la...
responsibility of defending
No, se
this
vivió
A site.
quemando.
Apex charges
Por
forward.
eso,
He's gone.
se murió
Have
por el
9Z
fuego.
done it? Have they won Mirage? Rops is
No.
trying to deny them. Headshot is good. Needs a second. Can't
Sí,
get it.
falta
It's
uno,
all
falta
on
uno.
Zawu, the only player that can change this.
Maldito Zawu.
He's got the first with the AWP. Zawu into the open. And 9C will respect him.
Listo.
But they put him in the crowd. It's
Vamos.
Luchov for this 20th kill. And 9Z sees the day on Mirage. They will take this one. And now they hope and dream that they can somehow take the whole series versus Vitality.
The pounding heart of esports beats louder here in Katowice.
They have to double peek. He's getting his shot. Unbelievable!
Something special to throw this decoy, and that's exactly what happens.
Katowice! We are back!
Ya vuelvo.
Yo voy a seguir acá, tranquilo.
To get back to what you said, like, yeah, we lost in Atlanta to Navi in a close game, except, I mean, the third map was not that close. But if we didn't lose that one, that would be, like, no way they will beat us ever. Like I haven't
Yeah.
practiced for a month.
Yeah.
I haven't done much for a month, and we were off as a team, off individually. Like nothing went well on our side, but we knew it, and that was part of the process to get ready to here. And but yeah, I think that when you look now at the teams, I think that we for sure like Spirit and Navi had the two biggest threats, and we watched a bit of Spirits during stage 2, but we knew that they will smash it
Yeah, they're
whoever
pretty
they will
solid,
face, because it's not like they're playing against teams that are not at their level,
Mhm.
both at the team and individually. So we kind of knew that what will happen in a way. But yeah, we are. It did. Overall, it doesn't affect us like the fact that we lost Navi in Atlanta. I don't think we ever re-talked about it after it,
Sure.
because we don't really care. What we know is that we won 5 events in a row in this year. We lost to Navi in quarters, and now we just want to get ready as favorites coming up to the major, and that's all matters for us.
You know, for you as a leader and also main motivator of the team, on some level, do you like it that you lost? Because if you hadn't, I mean, it would be hard for the players to not feel like nothing can go wrong, right? Like we're gonna just be beating people no matter what. This is at least like, okay, if we can't practice for a month and everything, like okay, at that point at the very least people will beat us, and it just makes everyone still at on their toes that okay, you need still to take everything seriously to remain on top. It's not just gonna happen on its own.
Even though this happened or it didn't happen, I'm always on the backs saying that we're lucky and we need to work even harder and harder to be sure that we stay at the top, at the really top, because what we live is a life team. And I don't think whoever is in this team, even Shahar, that is 22, 23 soon, will maybe experience a team like that. So we need to get everything from that. When you look at now that Flamesy and Mezi have more trophies than Fallon, Nico, Simple, that's actually crazy, So we need to use everything.
Why it's crazy? The names?
That's great.
No, but it's crazy. We need to use that because they're older than you as well. Like it's not like
A lot
you're 22 years old and you won like 19 trophies.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. And I think that we need
20, I think.
we need
The Grand Slam.
say we need to be
With the
sure
Grands.
we need to be sure that it happens as much as possible and we don't waste any time. So even this didn't happen, I will be on everyone's back to be sure that we give our best all the time.
Ya llegué.
Don't fully depart.
Bienvenidos.
Pause and play maybe here into A.
¿Cómo va?
They take their time.
2-2 eligieron, mira.
Oh, Zontix gets found out.
Es la
Magix
que
is
quedaba.
starting to work on the flank towards B.
Es la que quedaba.
Zanteras is
Sí.
freed up enough to just confirm where they're at. He finds a back turn, sees 2 players, Donk included, who just killed Woxic over Zantera's shoulder. Then he gets the second. There's a third piece here in Soulfly. He's been found out. Donk and Shiro try to swing into it. Donk's now got 3 kills. He's done everything they needed to get the man
Qué feo el
advantage
colgante
to
que
take
tiene en
over
esa
the site. He's
pistola.
got the quad on
Vale
the ace.
más que tu casa, boludo, ese colgante, ¿o no?
Ya lo sé, pero es horrible.
Of course.
Vamos, primer puntito.
Damn,
Qué
Donk.
lindo ganarte la
There
ronda
we
de
go. That's
pistola.
more like it.
As a one-man train.
Aurora finding those kills with some very beautiful one-taps to start it all off. Then it gets a little squirrely towards this B site. Donk gets his hands on the round. And a quad kill.
Ese es el mejor jugador. Ese. Donk.
See Donk running
Es
up the
el
warm-up. I don't
actual
think anyone was
mejor
talking
jugador
about
más
it.
joven.
Definitely pissed off about what just
Lo tenemos de
transpired.
nuestro lado.
Yeah, because
Bien
it's not
ahí.
even just like a map loss that should piss him off.
No, no está en
It's
9Z ahora.
play that's gonna piss him off.
Yeah, it was that
Ah, no,
spray
boludo,
when
estoy
he
viendo.
was-
No es el match de 9Z.
had their
No, no.
backs.
Este es otro partido que están jugando
So
también
he
al
was
mismo
set up
tiempo.
so
No,
well. I
faltan
mean,
8 minutos para el siguiente mapa.
honestly, everything else, it was kind of like we weren't really looking at Spirit's stat lines because we were looking at Major getting ready to flank long every round, or like the amount of weight. It looked like they won before any kills had taken place. That's how good of a map it started was for Aurora. Only towards the end of the game did we start shining a light on like the individual, discrepancies or issues with Spirit.
Woxic wants somebody to blow up with this bomb. Not gonna happen. Five alive comfortably for Team Spirit. T-side pistol nets them an easy conversion. We get an immediate op-buy here for Woxic in the first gun round for Aurora.
Tiene un león ahí guardado, un peluche. El león de apoyo emocional.
Yesterday's game was a 9-3 T-side from Spirit when they played against Na'Vi. Another opponent who they beat a lot.
Which is why our expectations were so heavily against Aurora in this best of three. And yet here we are, map up, and Madger, trying to get away with it, but Donk just sprays through, catching Madger, opening kill, open bomb sites.
Yeah, that was just standard protocols right there. Running in, no other pressure in the site, and now no CTs around. Oh, and a fight back. This is dangerous. Soulfly goes down with a good gun that he could have saved. That's an upgrade for Zontix, if he wants it.
Dale, Zontix, cambia esa porquería por la que tenía el chabón.
To think that that last map of Dust 2 is the first map this
No la quiere
Aurora
cambiar,
team
boludo. ¿Qué?
wins over Spirit.
Está bien, en sus manos cualquier arma es buena, pero
And the first
¿tan buena
map
es
that
ahí?
Spirit have
¿Cuál?
lost at this event.
La que tiene Zontix.
Ya la cambió.
It's an impressive feat, but that
Listo, era
doesn't
hora.
shock me to kind of see Spirit upend it at the beginning of this one. You kind of, you slap them upside the head when they've been winning so many rounds and so many maps as convincingly as they have. That's the first wake-up call that Spirit have had to endure, and it feels like 3 rounds in, I mean, they've woken up.
Yeah, I mean, all due respect to Aurora, but also some of the moments, like the amount of last half-second clutches that they pulled off also contributed to just being able to close it then and there.
And still, that game got close by the end of things.
It did, but nothing will prove that more than a good performance on Anubis, where Aurora are happy to be.
Nicely done,
Oh.
Madger. He was a victim of a smoke spam last round, gives it back this time. Donk underhanded nade doesn't really give him the line of sight he would have hoped for, and we get a scramble out of Aurora to try to come and stack the site. More and more utility being burned by both teams. It's Soulfly dropped to 73 health, but a minute 15 and we get this bridge cross from Zontix, the only member of Spirit not towards B.
Such a nice find early from Madger. Oh,
Oh
he
my
must have got seen,
god.
right? I think Xanteris, if he gets around this
Encontré una
corner and there's nobody holding
USPS.
from far back, he can actually just come and clear this.
Ah,
Hard clear. Zontix
sí, no, boludo,
gets
pero
found out,
están
does decent damage,
40
but Xanteris
centavos.
winning the duel, ready for the
Se
position,
llama
extends
brisa
into the
tropical, es
5v3.
deplorable.
And then it's going to be
Pero
a
es verde
3-player
como
defense
estás
over
buscando
towards
vos.
A site. If you peek though into E-Box, you could open the road for Spirit to take this half of the map.
Donk's coming in closer. They don't have a flash behind him.
Oh, he loud steps.
Doesn't matter.
Fine. Soulfly gets blasted. Now that A push starts to happen towards Long. Donk's gonna get shot in the back. The bomb is still just standing at the top of stairs at 25 seconds. Tanir is really selling that this is going to be the B play, but now the bomb can actually get into A.
He missed the op shot. Uh-oh.
Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is real bad. Shiro activates, catches the flank. And now Wicadia knows what's gone on, and that is somebody has slipped the net. They win straight up with kills.
Oh, because I think that whiff from Woxic, right? Surely that was an easy shot. I don't know if he was looking in the wrong direction, turned, saw him, and then freaked out, but Tanir wasn't looking at him in that moment.
Uh-oh.
Whoa. That becomes 4-0. They started that out right. They were dealing with things perfectly.
¿Qué pasó?
It's a big mistake. They
No lo
kind
vi.
of just want to shake that off and move on. Because,
Tampoco.
like, in terms of where they put themselves, the opening kill, like, you don't want to change any of that. It was just, okay, I missed a really key shot.
Yo me puse a mirar las skins que
Right here.
están a la
Yeah,
venta ahora
that
que
had to be
puedo
the one.
volver a comprar.
They take him
No
out.
compré
You're
nada.
looking at this site, you check the
Y como
flank.
dijiste que estás haciendo tu inventario verde,
De a poquito.
de pasada la vi para vos. Ah, el Ángel no era el Diffuse, era el Ángel sin
Welcome
scope.
back to the Intel Extreme Masters Cologne Major 2026. We've got Vitality and we've got 9Z, and right now it's a little bit of a weird game. I mean, Vitality come out on map 1 and they absolutely destroy 9Z, and then we see Vitality making a lot of unusual mistakes we don't see from them, and 9Z's individuals showing up.
It felt like they were in 5 different pages of the playbook on Mirage. You know, like everyone just seemed to have a different idea of how this was going to play out, and it just got worse. Normally you see them snap back into place, a round or two goes their way, and all of a sudden it's back to the Vitality we know, but 9Z kept them down that entire map. So got to give a lot of credit over to 9Z. Luchov had that return to form that we really wanted to see. Inferno, he was absent, he had disappeared, couldn't even tell he was inside the server, but Mirage, he was beating him down, doing good work with the rifle while Mayern was punishing with the AWP. So all the ingredients fell into place for 9Z, including an awful game from Vitality. And I guarantee you they aren't going to give 2
No
maps
puedo
of
acordarle.
that level.
No, it doesn't feel like that's even possible, but we'll have
La
to wait
cuenta
and
de
see.
Twitter, ¿no?
We heard, you know, Apex talking to Mezzi quite a bit there, asking questions, you know, a little bit of a discussion between them. It felt like those are the 2 pillars of the strategic side of the game, as you highlighted, and obviously not happy with how things were going. A lot of weird situations. You mentioned earlier that Team Vitality usually so good when they get themselves into a 5v4. Lost a number of these situations they should be picking up. It was crazy.
Lost to 5-on-4 to pistols on that map, which, look, it happens. Like, I don't want to be too critical on it. It's just not characteristic that all of these things occur in one map for Vitality. Played a very, very, very weak game. So they'll have to rebound, and I guarantee there was a huge conversation with Apex, huge conversation. We heard from their performance coach talking with Stiko before the series even went live, and he is basically saying, you know, between maps, if we lose, we don't really discuss the previous map all that much. We talk about how we want the next map to look. We move on pretty much immediately, but I feel like the way that was played, there had to have been a couple moments that Apex had to revisit and just say, it can't be like that again. We're now at the major. This is no longer the America stretch of our season where we're kind of half on vacation. It's the major, and it's time to lock in and get through, because Apex is chasing history every time he steps onto the major stage.
Yeah, well, 9Z hoping for some history of their own. They're going to try and take down Team Vitality today to go 2-0 in stage 3. This is a team that's been so impressive. You know, suddenly jumped on the radar with their Astana performance and really got on a lot of people's radar, excited about the major to see what 9Z could do. They come in with some incredible form from the likes of Luchov, and 9Z have a chance, a tough chance, but a chance to take down Vitality in this series and do it for Latin America. We'll get into this one now, ladies and gentlemen. Dust2, thank you for being with us here on the stage 3 of the major. It's really heating up. I mean, all the teams kind of taking licks, you know, Team Spirit dropping a map there as well. It's good to see that the competition is at an all-time high coming into stage 3 of the competition.
And now we get to see who's going to take this series, who's going to move on to the 2-0 group, a chance to make it into the playoffs as fast as possible.
Vamos, cabrón, que el segundo
You can have
mapa, el tercer mapa, digo.
the 3-0 run. One of these 2 teams, that dream will still be in sight. The other one is going to have to play a little bit extra. Huaso Peak, Luchov, Mayern going to start scaling towards short. Huaso Peak leading the way. It's Flames, Apex, and Zaiwu back at the A bomb site in defense. No information, a very passive pistol round from the CT side, and actually descending into the mid to B split now. So how does Rops choose to play this one?
Yeah, Mezzi just going to wait at CT. That smoke is going to go forward. Zaiwu sending shots to the smoke regardless, and Mezzi's got 2-1.
Oh,
no puede tener tanto ojete.
Assisting. So great start from Mezzi, and then Max is now just left alone. This round is over. Mezzi has decided it's done.
A really cool setup. You have Mezzi boosted right out of the gate, so if that mid to
tiene que
B
matar a los
split comes
5,
in, he's got a
boludo.
good look,
Dale,
and also
Rops.
they probably can't
Vos,
really
dejate
take
hacerte
the
el
easy
ace.
on the boost box when you have 3 USP
Repito,
spamming through the
tiene
smoke.
wall hack.
The real
Tiene wall
genius of
hack.
it all is Rops at that B bomb site, dropping the smoke when he recognizes the mid to B split being pulled. Runs over to window, knowing that smoke is going to keep at least one player behind it for the time being until that attack gets a little bit closer. He's combining on that fight in towards middle, and they shut it down. No issues whatsoever.
Over the top, sees them, and takes 2 headshots. Nice work from Mezzi though, and goes out to grab a 3rd. No bomb plant, not even close to it there, 9Z, so going to be Glocks for them and a 2-0 start for Team Vitality.
Just the single P250 on DGT. Our boy, he knows.
He knows you can always afford the P250.
It's always worth it.
The Moses mantra. Let's see what he can do with it.
Probably not much.
Definitely not. But, you know, it's nice to have it, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, you know, if you're ever in a situation, it's better than having the Glock.
Well, the situation's this. Mezzi waits at window, peering down into mid. Plenty of players going to be coming at Mezzi. Here's a chance to warm up nicely. There's 3 from
Qué
Mezzi.
auto
Apex
tiene ese
getting
Mezzi.
involved as well. And that's 5 picked up immediately.
Yeah, nice and quick on the Glock, so we get into the
Vos
gun
ya sabes
rounds
lo que pienso.
fast. AK-47's being snagged by 9Z as we speak.
Hijo de su
For
madre, no
Vitality, just keeping the
puede.
weapons in hand. No upgrade to the AWP. Flames is going to be still on the MP9.
Big Nah.
We'll see if 9Z can throw him for a little bit of a loop. I think if you're 9Z, you want to apply some of that pressure early and see if you can kind of force him into that same mood and same mindset you had him in all through Mirage.
DGT coming out long. Gonna do as much as he can towards Apex, which is not a whole lot. He's 75 health off the back of that.
Okay, well, here's the flash over mid. A little bit of a peek. Mezzi doesn't spot anyone. Luchov just slid out of sight. And
Ni
they're scaling
asoman,
up
boludo.
short with no smoke at the double doors, so that might feel a little unusual for Vitality. Apex playing ramp. Zaiwu and Flames going to re-aggress out towards long to grab control, but they don't want to hold on to it. They want to be available for a fight at the bomb site.
Yeah, I'll tell you something we haven't seen yet in this series, and that's Zaiwu taking over the server at any point. Haven't really seen him.
Only saw it in the one map yesterday, right? The third deciding map of the series.
Maybe here on Dust 2, if he can get that AWP out into his hands early on. Apex.
Vamos, Luchito.
Anyway, Zaiwu is going to be the supportive player to Flames to set him up with a utility. Flames will reveal himself on default. Zaiwu's going to go back to long to deal with the threat of Fuaso peak. Catches a good timing to do so, and now realizes he can commit himself to the fights up towards short. It's down into a 1v1 all of a sudden. Mayon is low. Mezzi looking for this.
Ooh.
And the smoke has covered him
Messi
off.
culo roto.
Mezzi can't find him, but Mayon's just sat down. He stayed in the same position.
I mean, he's got 11 HP, right? So he's just kind of
Sí,
hoping
no.
he gets real lucky with the
¿Qué
timing
esperas
of
que
a
pase
peak.
con 11 de
Mezzi's
vida
going to give
nomás?
up the plan. He's going to forfeit any kind of standing and say, all right, you knew I was real. You knew I was fighting out on ramp. You have to make the decision of how you want to play this situation.
Yeah, and if you decide to go back over towards B, well, you got to get a move on now, and Mezzi's going to
Se
hear
lo
those
escucho.
steps. So he's played this very well. He's won it by positioning.
No.
Mezzi is off to a fantastic start individually. 9-0, plays that clutch so well.
Yeah, he had that great pistol round. He had an eco spray down for 3 kills in middle, and now this one right here. Just an absolutely wonderful round to help save the day. A lot of pressure on that hit, despite the fact that Vitality seemed very comfortable with what was coming at him. They had everyone in place.
Mezzi definitely looking at a screen now, Jason.
Yeah, he is. He certainly is. You only have to have that conversation once, huh? If your IGL looks down the line and it's just like, are you watching? Are you playing the game?
You looking at the monitor? Well, yeah. Passive aggressive. I do like that. Tech 9's P250 once again, and 9Z down to that situation, down to the pistols.
But they've showed really fast long control, and now switching back towards middle. So you can see Vitality kind of backed off with all eyes towards long at the moment. Zaiwu's AWP is over at car. They're going to aggress towards short so that Flames can have this information.
Yeah, goes for that little peek and has a little look around, not too much going on.
But Vitality's probably going to feel motivated to hold on to Cat. That or they want to retake long at some point. It's a little bit weird. They're kind of stuck between two mines, which is usually a disaster at the A bomb site.
Well, you do have that AWP out for Zaiwu, as I was mentioning earlier.
Yeah, but there's nowhere for them to hide if they lose Cat control.
No, just don't lose Cat control. Zaiwu taking the long pick, then you block the Cat execute with utility of your own, and force 9Z to try and find answers elsewhere, and then you funnel them into Mezzi, who's got a hot hand right now. He's looking to burn them.
Lovely grenade.
Yeah, Zaiwu just picking them off. Grenade is good. Blinded as Mezzi. Flames is actually being picked apart by DGT, but 35 seconds left. DGT needs another one, and Apex, despite taking heaps of damage on board, still connects the kill. And that is what I'm talking about for Zaiwu. A 4K
Maldito
coming
Sabu.
out. So clean on that 5-7 switch at the end as well.
Yeah, looking once more locked in. Much more like Inferno rather than Mirage. Already you can kind of feel it inside the server. Great shooting from Vitality players. Good movement around the map and not letting 9Z have any advantages in these rounds. So first time out is taken from the 9Z attack as they want to talk things over. AK-47 is going to come back out. Mayron's got money for the AWP, so we imagine we'll see that piece inside the server. Be deciding exactly what they want to do and how they want to play this Haven't had a whole lot of success getting out long. Haven't been able to find a whole lot towards middle. Mezzi's been wrecking you. Not a great feeling if you want to pull off any of those mid to B splits. So round 5 set to begin. Plenty of money building up on the Vitality defense. 9Z's going to want to limit that. There's a good shot from Mayor, and Mezzi jumping across, and you're taking down the hot hand. That's his first death.
Yeah, with Zaiwu up next. Oh,
No.
Sí, Zaiwu.
¡Ah, sí! ¡Ah!
Looked
Toma.
like he was going to get the
Me equivoqué de
scope
lado.
right on, but they've taken Zaiwu and Mezzi down. Brilliant starts the round here from 9Z.
I think there's a little bit of unfamiliarity with the pathing and the timing that 9Z plays with. Good job from Flames. They've got the appropriate defenders on this side of the map to stop any play, but Mayern's got another
Qué
pick.
buen tiro en el
Flames
aire.
tries to make it across to support Rops, and now Apex is going to be forced to make a move, and
He's worried about Long as well. They just have no information pieced together of the whereabouts of 9Z's forces here. You've got all the map to work with as well if you're 9Z.
they have no information, and the middle of the map has been an issue with the way Mayern's hitting some of these shots. Op comes out
¿Por
for
qué apunta
Mayern
tan
and
bajo?
immediately has impact. I think the decision for Rops and Apex is to concede these bomb sites. Looked for a second there like Apex was going to come over to try and eliminate the middle of the map. Just going to be playing in CT spawn in case of a split, and that's the only thing that would allow Vitality to try and win this round. So conceding, but you still got to find a way to survive this Mayor and Op sitting in mid.
So great start to the round by taking down Mezzi. And Zaiwu, it looked like he was in a situation there. He could maybe get away with a double kill, maybe even a collateral, just the way they were lined up.
I
But
think in his head, the idea is if the Opera gets that pick and probably pushes, straight through dark to kind of move towards the mid ramp, and that's the sort of the fight he's looking for, or an Op swinging to grab the angle towards short for his exact peak. Looking for that fight and not clearing as wide along the wall as he needed to. I always see teams take it that fast, usually some utility, some nades, a little bit nervous, holding back a couple extra seconds to watch for a mid push, but not this round from 9Z, so they catch a timing that Zaiwu didn't expect.
Vamos, 9Z.
Makes him an easy kill. So the first obstacle put in the way of Vitality's defense. 9Z get on the board, but plenty of money to buy right back up in. Vitality still looking strong in terms of their investment, but money's going to start running low.
flashing out Huaso Peak. Getting him beyond those long doors. You've got Mayo now searching for that opening kill again.
Very Spirit-esque opening.
Rops and Mezzi, though, looking to lock down this B side. This is a scary duo to have to go up against. Huaso Peak is peeled away from that long control that he got, and he's dropping back. Marin being so patient, but now starting to move forward, wanting this kill, wanting to force the issue, trying to get forward. He had the chance, but a tough shot to connect there, so he walks away.
That'll force the smoke out of the defenders, at least one of them. Rob still has smoke molly up on top of the box. With that presence shown in B, though, 9Z start heading elsewhere towards Xbox to grab mid control, clear out double doors, force back any defenders up on Cat. Gonna start getting pretty late into the round, though, so 9Z don't have a whole lot of time to wiggle between decisions.
It's gonna flash right in front of Huaso Peak, completely blinded, bewildered in the open. Flames will claim an easy one. 30 seconds left.
This is what I mean. You've burned, I mean, since I said that line, you're about like now 25 seconds since where nothing's been accomplished. They've sat so long at Xbox without doing a whole lot, waiting out this smoke. Their teammate gets dropped at long, and now the hit is exponentially more difficult.
As Iwu gonna be blinded over and over again this time. A bullet right through his head, Max.
Oh my God.
Okay, pushing it to the max. He's got Zaiwu and Apex gone. They're into the site.
Igual le
Plank gonna be
quemaron
coming
todo el área
through.
para que no
That is
pudieran
unbelievable
plantar,
that
¿no?
Max has got them into the situation.
And you know Flames was long. You know he pushed and got the kill, so you can't even get caught off guard by that. Disgusting shooting.
Yeah, and you know that if you're Flames, you know that they're going to be looking towards long. So he doesn't even feel comfortable to make the next move. To be
¿Qué hace
just
ese
play to
chabón ahí
stand out.
oculto?
So he's
Eso es lo
just
que no
planted
entiendo.
himself in that corner,
Está
hoping he can
escondido.
get away with one here. on
Para
the safe
encontrar
doors.
armas.
His other two teammates are over in the B bomb site. Crazy shots out of Max. Has just saved 9Z in a round that looked like they might just die to time.
Pero
Yeah,
le
well,
fueron
I don't
todos
think, I don't fully
por...
think that
¿Cómo se llama ese
Vitality and
lugar?
Zawu expected that short
Por
hit that
baranda.
entire
Por
time.
baranda, sí.
I don't think they were
Lo
completely
cagaron.
prepared
Fue
for it. I think
inútil
they
el
thought that was
chabón.
always going to fall into a mid to B split. Zawu is watching low for a little bit, half blind, misses one shot, and can't tuck down behind the car to be a small enough target to get another
Trata de
crack
a
at
ver
it.
si va a tratar de recuperar la WP. Todo
So
eso también.
9Z starting to wrestle some control away from Vitality. Flames does recover the AWP. They've got money to drop M4s over, so another strong buy, but these shots from Max. Absolute perfection cracking into the A bomb site.
Mayer looking for that lower tunnels push. Not going for the challenge straight down mid against Zawu. Which is fair enough.
Zawu.
Zawu was waiting to hear the shot to swing out to take one of his own.
Zawu.
No fights being presented until now. Just a pixel, that's all Zawu needs. Sends the shot out, but Lutrov survives. 17 health, Mezzi grabbing Max off
Che,
the top
Messi,
of the box.
puta.
Opening kill here for Team Vitality. DGT trying to pull it back. Rops is waiting. They're going forward. And then the drop back, not wanting to commit.
No, but the presence has kept Zawu in middle. Has allowed Mezzi to slide over into
Qué
the
bien
B
que
bomb
hizo
site.
no
Zawu
meterse
as the
ahí,
smoke
boludo. Es
fades.
como que lo
Duel
leyó.
of the offers, he's going to walk
Uf.
right into it.
All right, Maya coming out on top.
I mean, I think that's a little too much from
Me
Zawu.
encanta, pero me dolió,
It's
boludo.
very
Fue como
nonchalantly
muy...
crossing doors.
Stepping into the open, making yourself extremely vulnerable. And punished for it. 50
Se
seconds.
están cambiando
And
de
now look at
armas.
the A defense.
En el...
Sí.
Split. You've got Apex with an MP
Pues la WP interior
well, and you got
básicamente
Flames on the zone at long.
no se muestra mucho la WP, ¿entendés?
At least get one or seconds right there. He's got it. Flames could even get 3 at this point.
Se
Low
flame,
HP.
culiado,
On
boludo.
the long play, you're hoping that DGT can be the release valve here coming out. Gonna be
Le hizo
stuck.
pelota,
Finished
boludo.
off here by Apex. Surely
Pero
no.
ganó.
Even on the low HP, he still stands and fight. He got a second headshot.
Se hizo una
How is
doble.
this round back on?
Sí.
How are 9Z doing this?
Con 15 de vida en general.
Porque están muy tocados, boludo.
Bomb now making it to the site.
Pueden, un
You have
headshot
to
a cada
rely
uno,
upon
que lo
Holmes.
bajen.
You usually can, but here he comes, running them down. AK up against.
¡Vamos!
9Z don't care that it's Vitality on the side. They
Era un
don't care that
headshot.
it's Rops. They just run out and they challenge and they win.
What is happening inside this server? Yeah, that's a oh, that's a timeout from 9Z. Gonna make him stew in it. That's a 2 versus 4. You had everything you wanted of your Vitality.
Let me see how he gets this.
Yeah, where does this come from? Okay, swinging wide. Mezzi playing the headshot angle. Luchov winning his as well. Low HP on both of them. And what a shot at the end of the day. Bringing some of that Mirage form into Dust 2, and Luchov has got 9Z within 1.
And that is the kind of play that ignites you, that makes you believe that you can truly do this today, that you can take down the world #1 team at the World Championships of Counter-Strike.
Look at the ghost of the smile on his face as he's coming for this next round as well. You're exactly right. Confidence growing for the 9Z side.
Fondo importante, Ahora los otros van a eco.
And Vitality have got to feel stunned. We saw some of their faces after the round, and they still feel like they just don't know what's missing at this point. But something is clearly off.
Z have all
No lo ve.
in the weapons
Vamos.
department. Rob's trying to be cheeky, trying to be sneaky. Ends up getting
Boludo, la
flanked
velocidad
out
que
by
tienen para
DGT.
quitar
Opening kill
las
for
balas.
9Z.
Ay, qué feo
¿Viste, boludo?
el muñequito que llevaba el chabón. Parecía
Estaba
una
bueno.
cara de foto. No sabía que había de esos llaveritos así.
Sí, hay bastantes
See, this is what I
llaveritos.
mean. I feel like the timings of 9Z, you're up against pistols, so the
Dale,
skills
dale.
are a little bit different.
Uy,
but
a través de la
there's been so
caja.
many contact plays, right?
Vamos.
Like coming off short,
qué
no
bien la
flashes, no
hizo.
smoke signaling the hit is coming, no signals for the counter utility from Vitality either. I feel like it was messing with them a lot, or not, maybe not messing with them, but Inferno, it felt something very similar. Although Vitality was still coming out on top, but now it feels like they're getting caught off guard more often.
Got a buy back here. Team Vitality need to snap into shape. Currently bent out of shape by 9Z.
This is a not a B rush, surely, but they're going to head to this B bomb site. They want the contact. Remember, they've probed into this bomb site a couple of times, and they've never seen anyone playing aggressively.
They're just going. They're running in. Here's Rops. Gets one. Drops down. Some utility coming in from his teammates, but Rops is gone. It's got to be Mezzi. Rops only got the one kill. That's not enough, and Mezzi won't get anything. And if you're Vitality, surely you would consider the safe call immediately. Flames is all the way at
Todo el
top
fuego
middle.
que le meten ahí es
Apex is going to
increíble.
start putting some
Y para que no
utility in,
pasen,
but
¿no?
it's a 4v3.
Por eso, pero está bien
9Z gonna move
organizado.
that bomb into
Saben
the
cómo
site.
tirarlo para que uno caiga al lado de la otra y no
Sí.
Fade comes in, doesn't land where he
y
wanted
cubra
to,
la
would've been
mayor
the wrong
cantidad de
spot
área
regardless,
posible.
and I'm with
Eso
you.
es lo que me
Time
llama
to
la
bail
atención.
out, bug out and go home. You need that up for the next rounds.
Oh, they are playing with so much swagger right now. I love this from 9Z. The call to rush that B bomb site. Earlier timing, just wait out the initial utility and then burst through.
They've been scouting it, right? And they've realized that no one's ever jumping up on towards the platform. They've had Mayern with the op kind of zoned in to see how that works. They've had, I think, DGT a couple of
¿Pero
rounds
qué hacen,
like
nena?
later.
Se
Moves
van a
Gol-
in and
mantener.
actually goes
Van
pretty
a
deep
guardar
to
la
look for
zona.
an isolated 1v1.
Ah,
Sees
entiendo.
they're not really playing on the platform as well. So in their minds, they're kind of like, well, let's go to the B bomb site because their opening setups are more towards mid, more mid-centric. We can come in and it's a one-front fight, and they completely catch Rops and Mezzi off guard.
Well, this season, in 2026, and last year to be fair, there wasn't a Tier 1 trophy that didn't already have Vitality's
Se
name
la
on it.
repuso, boludo.
But for 9Z, they've been failing to qualify for events that Vitality are winning.
Mira, Vitality
And
pidió
now
su
here
primer
at the biggest
timeout.
event of the
Sí.
year, it is 9Z leading the way.
Ya los están
versus
abrumando,
Vitality.
boludo. Ya los
Vitality's
están
coming into
abrumando.
this with a six-map
Igual ya
toast
ahora
to
tienen
this.
arma en lo de paso, ¿no?
And 9Z currently
Lo
on the
acepté.
verge of taking that right out of their hands. 92% win rate map for Vitality, but at the moment they're getting schooled. High fives all around. They need to rebound 5 rounds in a row for 9Z. Once they grabbed control, they have not let go. And it felt this way on Mirage as well. And Vitality's got to fight back that feeling. 3 rounds remaining in this first half for them to scrape together whatever they can.
DGT trying to burst out, going for that opening. Gonna retreat, couldn't quite snatch it. Waiting for a sneaky play from a Vitality player trying to walk through that smoke, but that isn't happening.
Yeah, DGT's going to keep this op for some time as well. Mayern's on the other side of the map looking for the upper B push. They wanted the opper with the long spawn to head over. Bomb has just been picked up. Luchov and Max to push Apex back on short. Actually, Apex, excuse me, down in CT spawn.
Sigo sin entender por qué es que dejan la bomba en site y después vuelven a buscarla. Yo
En
lo siento
TT.
como una pérdida de tiempo. Perdón.
Lo que pasa es que no la pueden ver. No saben información los CT, ¿entendés?
Sí, eso lo entiendo.
Much
Pero
slower
¿por qué
this
dejarlo
time
tan
for
atrás?
9Z, knowing what they're up
Y no
against.
dejarlo mejor en un sitio como donde está ahora.
Para
Desde
que
el
no la
principio.
vean. Es lo mismo igual.
Exchanging utility
Es para que no la vean más que nada.
and congregating at short. You'll have DGT just planted, waiting for a long push, waiting for any aggression.
And Apex has
Oh.
the
No
smoke
sé
to
qué está
block short. He's just
cubriendo
playing on ramp at the
DGT.
moment. He's
No veo
holding it, but
su
again, the
ángulo.
contact plays. There's going to be no chance
Ah,
to
ya
put
vi
the
lo que
smoke into
está
place, but
cubriendo, la
thankfully
entrada.
Zyru's op is here.
Yeah, Flash is going forward. Zywo's missed a lot of shots today. There's another one. Oh, he just can't connect anything. Zywo's off, not lethal today.
Ooh.
Finally, connecting to the chest for the 3rd time of asking. Lutrov's moved in, though, with that space on the missed shots. But he's got to get something. His teammates are all falling like flies. 19 seconds on the clock. This looks like a Vitality round. Apex getting caught. Finally, Flames chiming in. And the bomb moves in. It's getting planted now, but Vitality looking to run them down. Max defending. Good headshot. Turns to short. Needed that one. But now
Wow.
in the open. Metzi moves in to take it. And a tie game again.
Yeah, but you're right. The missed shots from
TNT.
Zywu, that op in that position for those kinds of
TNT.
contact plays, just a single flashbang. It feels like Zywu should just be able to chew him up. Having a bit of an off game at the moment, but so does it feel like the rest of Vitality is as well. That seems to be team-wide. Good recovery here and a good to stop the run of 9Z at 5 rounds straight. They win their first round in quite some time. Tie things up down the stretch. But a plants and plenty of money for 9Z means another buy coming in. Mayern has the op again. This time it's Luchov with the long spawn. Does he want to try and take it?
Me levanté re temprano, digo, ¿no?
¿Mm?
Que me levanté re temprano, digo.
Bien ahí. Para. ¿Qué es re temprano?
A las 8 de la mañana.
Bien ahí.
Nice and slow. For 9Z again, trying to get up through short. Flash is going forward into the mid doors, unleashing DGT. He'll have a look beyond them. So peak. Really expected in Vitality push at some
A mí me
point
pasó que
through
me
line.
levanté
They've been
temprano porque tenía que
checking
llevar a mi
for
sobrina
back-to-back rounds quite heavily. Well, we got Zywoo.
¿cómo se llama?
Oh, gets
Toma,
caught. Great
puto.
flashbang, and then even better from Lutrop. That Zywoo getting caught in the open.
Uy,
Hands
no, le
covering his
cabió.
eyes.
Sí,
Apex gone now.
No,
Vamos,
mierda.
Lucho.
Claim the lead of the game, and they're charging in towards the A site.
I think they're just going to do it as well. I don't
Me
even know if
levanté
you can go for
temprano
this
para
one.
poder llevar a mi
If you want to
sobrina
try an attempt
a
to retake on
la...
this, Rops and Mezzi have to move in towards middle and start
¿Cómo se
pushing towards
llama?
short, but there's no motivation for
a
them. Money's
la
not there if they
particular.
lose everything.
Y
They're going to want to
no tenía
rebuy an
pantalones,
AWP
boludo.
for Zywoo. Rops has the money for that.
Literalmente los 3 pantalones que tenemos acá le quedaban
9Z has some
chicos
lovely
y el que le
calling,
queda
and that
estaba
round
mojado.
felt like a
Porque lo lavamos
hard
ayer y no
counter.
secó.
A single flashbang to blind
Así que
Zywoo's
nos
position. The
levanté a los dos al
pre-fire into
pedo.
the spot.
They're
It's
coming for
absolutely
Flames.
perfect.
They're coming for Flames right now. They're trying to take another weapon away.
Uh.
And they'll do it.
Uy, lo hizo dar una
Max
vuelta.
is looking insane with his
Buen
motorcycle
tiro.
posture right now. It's crazy.
¡Corran, boludos! ¡Corran!
Yeah, it looks like he's on a motorbike. He's running over the top of them.
6-5. Absolutely
¿La bomba le
spectacular.
hace
Just
daño
such
a
a good piece.
la armadura
Set
o
up
solo a la
so
vida?
well.
A
And
las
Zywoo
2 creo, me
dropped
parece.
again, and now the transfer down to Apex.
Look at that. Vroom, vroom. Headshot on Flames.
He's leaning over the monitor.
Me causa como juega pegado a la pared el Max.
Apex can't quite believe it.
Pegado a la pantalla, digo.
Final round of the first half. 9Z have a lead.
Wallhack.
Ah, ¿viste? Te lo dije. Yo no estaba loco.
Last round of the half. Can it be a lead for 9Z over Vitality?
Uy, qué flash al pedo que tiró ahí, aunque él no lo sepa.
No, eso por si lleva uno.
Lutrov.
Todas las FB que tienen todo sentido.
Again, Vitality.
Lo sé.
Definitely not looking
Obviamente
to
por algo
involve
están acá en
early
la...
challenges down short.
No, but at least
en el
like seeing
internacional,
Zywoo take
pero
this
es
kind of
como que hay
deeper, more
veces que
aggressive
digo,
angle, right? Like he just wants
tiramos
his one kill
tantas
and then
granadas
drop
al
off.
pedo aunque no lo
And they've been
sabemos.
punishing you here, so it's about time you start kind of denying some of this. 9Z felt like they were just falling back into a mid to B, but that smoke is going to dissuade them, so they'll transfer everyone towards the upper tunnels. Wait out this double door smoke. They're going to leave Luchov and Max in mid.
Lo que estoy notando en varias de las rondas ya es que no todos tienen el kit de defuseo. Y no todos tienen... Uy, se detuvo. No, justo en la mejor parte y volvemos y están los 3 muertos. ¿Qué pasó ahí?
4 versus 3.
Ganaron una peor antes. Ganaron una de 2 versus 4 con 10 de vida. Así que... Pues,
Ahí lo mató para atrás.
Zywoo now creeping around the back. There's the kill on DGT. Lines it up. Mayern alone.
No.
And he goes down.
Oh.
He can do absolutely nothing. We're going to be tied up at 6. Impressive performance for 9Z. Vitality barely hanging on. And as we head into the halftime break, we got one of them old-fashioned major skits coming right at you.
¿Ese es Navi? ¿Quién es ese?
You all know why you're here. Vitality reigns supreme, and we cannot
No tengo la más pálida idea de quiénes son
Vitality have violated the Geneva Convention and must be punished.
Dennis, I know you've been through a lot, but it's still only Counter-Strike. Gentlemen, please. Our combined resources. Where language is a barrier, strategy is not.
No, hay un bazooka.
Apparently, language is a barrier.
Sorry, no English.
No English.
Sorry, no English.
Марах таныг орчуулгаар ирсэн мэт гинэ.
Question. Here is most playoffs anti-strat. Nobody asked for that.
Speak for yourself.
Hey Dennis, do you have any group stage prep? I might be needing that.
Wasn't it Mouse who beat Vitality last Cologne? Hope lies on their shoulders.
And now, I effectively have two stand-ins. That's a weakness.
900 IQ.
All we need now is the fans to rally
Oh, mirá,
behind
los
us.
cuchillos que me gustaban a mí bajaron de precio.
Wow.
Y,
We are in the mud.
y ahora las
Guys,
navajas aumentaron.
Why we don't smash them?
Bueno, mientras está esto voy al baño porque
Ayahuasca session.
ya me tomé
Vaya.
los 2 litros de mate y están haciendo efecto.
At this
Vaya,
point,
vaya, tranquilo.
I'm in.
What we need is a system.
Oh yeah, we fucking go. You wanna know about a system? I'll tell you about a system.
And that system is right here. Look, we play to each of our strengths. First up, Mouse preps group stage.
Okay.
They've graduated. Aurora and the Mongols will prep quarterfinals.
Yes.
Fury and Parivision, semis.
Jam prep. Insane.
Falcons is down to you to prepare
The third place decider.
Bro, there is no third place decider on the major.
No, you bring that 5-time major winner experience and we get the shit done.
Let's go, boys!
Vamos, caralho. Vambora.
Let's go, boys.
Counter-Strike unites.
Fuck you, Apex.
Fucking idiots.
Well, they should have brought Bit. They should have brought Bit, the
That
coach
was
of
9Z.
9Z. They
Yeah.
should have brought him in because he's figuring it out right now. He's giving them a really tough time as we come into Dust 2.
Yeah, this guy knows everything. He's got it all prepared. All right, Apex, I think he spotted those two kind of coming through double doors in towards lower tunnels. Calling it
Cambio
out
de
to the
lado.
team. Flames looks ready for any kind of a fight. Smoke on the box. Oh, it's an upper crush. This is dangerous for Vitality.
Yeah, Rops at the ready. Marin going into the open. Rops has got that first headshot. And another one. He's close to it. Flames. Shots going out. Nearly a double out of ammo. DGT dead to the flank of Zaiwu. Now, Huaso Peak now a 1v3. Chaos inside of the tunnels early in this pistol. But now they know where Huaso Peak is.
Well, he's got 0 kills, so if he gets 3 here, fair play to him, you know? Win this 1v3. Get on the board. Not gonna happen. Rops cleans it up, finishes him off. Zaiwu does the damage. 7-6. Vitality. That's their second pistol round of the map. So at least getting started in both halves the right way. The problem is 9Z in the first half wrestled control in round 5 and never relinquished it through the rest of things.
No, ¿por qué se tilda?
Spot, they'll have a couple of SMGs, the rest on pistols. And a little bit of utility, which we'll see tossed out towards Flames, but he's just going to disrespect it and go. All the way out to that long corner smoke until he'll stop.
You got Rops just looking for the flank, just chilling up at the old green box position. Got a little sense of that mid-clear. Peaks a little bit late, but you're going to deny Luchov access from transitioning over. Well, Vitality just happy to maintain long control during these delay smokes coming out from 9Z. The old classic. Seen this play out so many times. 4 defenders at the bomb site. Vitality's going to put faith in the extra utility they have over the defense and the weapons they have over the defense as well. A follow-up smoke to block the cross. Huaso Peak doing his best to make sure there's going to be a gap in it.
Vamos a bajarle un poco.
Vitality still slowly moving their way towards this A-site finish, but less and less time available, which increases the chances here of 9Z of creating chaos.
Oh, look at these
No, te tildes. Ah, se pone pausa, no se tilda, boludo.
20 seconds left. Vitality moving through, but Hostile Peaks arrived at 5-7. It's his moment finally. 2 kills coming in, his first 2 of the game, but 14 seconds left. Bomb is down, and Robs can't get to it. He has to win it on elimination, and Hostile Peaks just needs to hide around the corner. Robs can't win this. He can't win it any longer. It's going to be 9Z winning a force buy, and the woes of Vitality will continue into the second half.
Yeah, what a play.
Vamos. Andaba en la ronda eco, boludo.
Those defensive smokes are so brutal. Vitality think they've waited out all the delay utility. But what are you supposed to do? How are you supposed to enter in this? How are you supposed to get a clean read? The route that Huaso Peak takes from one smoke to the next, pouncing around the back during all the chaos. There's no way Vitality can control that situation.
¿Qué me perdí? ¿Qué me perdí?
Perdieron la ronda de pistola, pero después ganaron una ronda de eco, boludo.
Ah, hijos de puta, bien ahí.
Bueno, 9Z no tiene más tiempo.
¿Se detuvo? ¿Otra vez se tildó?
Se me pone pausa, boludo, no sé por qué, boludo. Creo que se me queda apretado el teclado, boludo. El botón de acá, ¿viste? Se me aprieta sola, boludo, a veces. Pero no es que se tilda, boludo.
He just bought P250. So there we go. But Vitality throwing everything they've got into this, buying into it. Let's see if they can do anything back. This is crazy. 9Z giving Vitality a really tough time today. You've got Mayor and DGT up on short.
They really sandbagged us with the first map, too. I was all pumped coming into today, looking for like a series where 9Z was going to be able to fight. Watched Inferno, and I was like, okay, well, this is going to be fast, and now here we are. A completely different situation than I expected.
You're not going to get too many opportunities to be able to take down Vitality, so 9Z looking to make the most of this moment. Advantage siding with them. They've taken Zaiwu down, who's now sitting at 8 and 10. Really struggling today.
Yeah, he's been very, very quiet across all 3 maps of play for Vitality. Some isolated moments, but not putting together complete maps.
Let's see, Lutrov working up the courage to start moving in towards the tunnels.
Yeah, which is great because they're throwing a mid to B smoke, but once you've cleared out upper B tunnels, you're kind of like, nobody needs to move. Like, nobody's in B tunnels. Maybe they're coming out mid, but that's going to be cleared by Huaso Peak right now. He says nobody's out.
Oh, Flames, Mezzi taking the most of that damage, though. Mayron's under pressure. DGT trying to alleviate some of it, but the deagle rings out from Apex.
Duele, duele,
With the Galil rattles away onto Mezzi. Lutrov with the flank around the back. Robs is looking in that right direction, but he's got a P250, gets the death. Apex had to turn, and he just couldn't do it. So Max comes through, Apex is gone, and that will be 9Z taking the lead of the game again.
Yeah, and a plant isn't going to help too much, so Vitality likely to sit back, maybe with some upgraded pistols, but this time it won't be a very large investment whatsoever. Looking to the next gun round coming in round 17. A great opportunity for 9Z to build up some money and build a buffer to sustain a round loss without being broken. Mayron's got his op out, and he's only got 8 kills as well. He's matching Zaiwu at 8 and 10, but I feel like some of the op kills in the first half from Mayron had some real impact to him.
I mean, you have to also consider the fact that 9Z had a tie game in the first half with one of their players having 0.
That is true, yeah.
Huaso Peak did deliver a big important round here at the start of the second half, though. Those 2 kills, high impact so far.
That's the beauty of it sometimes, though, is always being able to finding ways to stay in the game mentally, because you're going to have your opportunities no matter how bad the game is going. So really cool to see Huaso Peak get 2 important kills in a very important round. And if you go on to upset Vitality, nobody's going to care.
No, not at all. This will be a day of celebration. Huaso Peak in the head of Apex.
Oh, boludo!
Be his second victim of the round. They'll move forward with the pistols, hoping they can get a bomb plant out of this.
Buena granada.
Vamos.
So 2 kills for Vitality, nothing else. 9-7 for 9Z.
It's a good little reminder that you got to be really careful if you're 9Z. They're actually fumbling around with utility and nades on that ramp and during the defense right when the execute comes in, and they almost lost the round. I mean, they almost got beat up because of it and almost punished because of it. So
Al final te compraste la
pistola brisa tropical.
Well, T-Side was the big problem over Mirage
¿Qué pistola?
Vitality. did not do enough in
entonces
that
lo tenés
half,
en
even
tu
with the
inventario
CT
desde hace
comeback
tiempo.
coming through.
Sí.
But now
No,
they've got to do the
estaba
hard work on
viendo
the T
todo lo que
side.
tenés
And they're
verde, pero
sending
por
Zalu
ahora no
out with
tenés
the
nada
AWP.
casi.
He's going to challenge against Mayer.
La M4 y la USP nomás.
A very interesting repeat. And drops a smoke, and now no longer has information out towards long. Flames is forced back by utility. Good nade damage chunks him down to 64 health.
Ah, mira ese humo, boludo.
Nazi
Esa es la
relocates
cosa,
over
no veo
towards
tu
short.
M4.
And Zyru's got a kill. Ill-advised spam for Luchov.
Tiene que
Low
salir en mi
percentage
inventario ahí,
spam
boludo.
all the way up mid.
Estoy en tu
And
inventario.
Zyru can track the tracers with ease.
Ah, porque no. Todavía no sale porque la tengo 7 días bloqueada.
Ah, no sabía eso.
Set up a flash
Porque
point
tiene 7
short.
días de bloqueo.
9Z are going to meet them head on in battle.
Timing is hard to grab.
¿Vos
though.
vendés tus
Hard to be
armas, esas que
perfect
tenés
with
ahí?
this.
No, no vendo ninguno.
And when do you go?
Porque tenés
That's the question.
dos
Mayer shot on contact,
P250 de
Here he
granizo.
goes. AWP into the kill. Apex is gone. DGT gets caught. Good response from Sidewoo. Mayer gets another. Mezzi had to trade. Huaso Peak up next. And
That's what I mean.
Rops is actually going to push through the doors.
Yeah, that's what I mean by that being a hard thing to time. Takes a few seconds for that flashbang after you throw it to pop, and by then they're already turning the corner before you're ready.
Ahí
To
está.
be smoke. Huaso Peak is here in CT spawn.
Yeah, Max, the solo B player, but you can avoid him.
Mm,
You can draw that A player towards CT spawn, knowing that you free up the A site. 25 seconds left. Huaso Peak trying to rotate back.
Ah,
While Rops
entonces vos
moves forward
buscás
to cut
armas
off the
verde
rotation.
brillante.
Max,
Sí, por ahí.
will he be ready for this? Rops gets
Ah.
the AK down, and Max out of there.
Agarró
Huaso Peak, the
justo.
last remaining member, and they're just going to go. But that's the bomb. He's close to it. Trying to block Zywoo. 10 seconds on the clock. Zywoo gets through the window, and they take a lot of damage. Huaso
Wow.
Peak
No, que...
with a valiant last-ditch effort.
Mira si lo falqueaba, boludo.
Yo me cago de risa si lo falqueaba
Yeah,
ahí.
and even if he gets that kill, Rops is still coming through that smoke out. You know, guarantee that that's actually going to win you the round. Plenty of time for them to find that kill as he has to stick around in CT spawn. It's a nice idea, but you can see the utility's just a little bit late coming in. I think he might have gotten flashed as well from Apex's flashbang. So the short defense doesn't work out as strong as 9Z would have liked, but they come right back into round 18. Up in the hands of Mayer and still 2 5.7s, 2 M4s.
I know it was a great point raised by you, Jason, the fact that 9Z have burned their final timeout, right? So if this starts to get out of hand, if Vitality start to build momentum, there's nothing to slow it down.
And I wonder, it would be a cool question to ask the coaches if those timeouts, some of them were burned after round wins. I think 2 of them were burned after like big upset wins in rounds. And I'm wondering if they were called to settle the team down so they could focus on the next one. It could be some inexperience coming back to bite them in the ass.
Let's see if it cost them. I mean, this round doesn't look too pretty for 9Z. You got 2 5.7s.
Ah,
Trying to assert some control of mid. Mistake in the last round, give him the opening.
Tranquilo, chabón,
Also
tranquilo.
able to do the leg shot out long with an
Tranqui
85
nomás.
re-peak. Start giving him some chances. I will start
Está interesante,
warming
boludo.
up the game.
Vamos ganando por 1, pero...
Very late on though.
está peleado el último
Está
mapa.
peleado.
Molotov goes out
Igual
to
no pasa nada si
Big in
pierden.
the aggressive position. They're gonna pull Mayon over. Scope is at the ready.
No me importa si pierdo o no
He
gano.
will
Tienen que
chime in.
ganar.
Mezzi, the first
Digo, no me
50
importa
points
si
on a
pasa
hunted
algo o
down,
no.
but Huaso
Tienen que
Peak,
ganar.
great reactions, strong hold, and now Vitality need to dig deep and recover a 3v5.
Yeah, but the timing on the defensive smoke from Luchov is just so god tier. Oh,
No.
but he's gonna back up into the shot from Zywu, and now they can go through it if they want. Zywu
Tiene
will
lucha.
step through the smoke.
Well, DGT's over towards CT spawn. He's trying to get out, trying to catch Zywu. Zywu tries to get away, and he
Sí,
won't.
vamos,
DGT
puto
se
Saibu de mierda.
He's only got a 5-7, trying to defend this B bomb site, waiting at the car. His teammates rotating
No.
over. Apex has got one, trying to drop down.
Vamos,
can't get the
Max.
second, and that's 9Z with 2 5.7s, managing to pull it off.
Man, Vitality just looks so out of step at the moment. Normally when we watch them, I feel like their rotations, their shifts, their kind of audibles that they move into, that they change things up, they're usually a step ahead of the defense. Right now, they're just getting schooled. 9Z is keeping track of
Lo
all
vio
the
un
information. They're being
milisegundo,
aggressive,
boludo.
they're being assertive. They've got that confidence in them, so they're never
Esos
losing
son
track of
reflejos de
Vitality
años
moving
jugando,
around the
¿no?
map. And you force Vitality back to pistols. One op in the hands of Zywu.
¿Cómo le gusta
Normally
sacar
that
golpe
would
el
feel
Saibu,
very
no?
dangerous, but he's been quiet this evening.
Por gracias a eso capaz que pueden llegar a ganar.
Very quiet. Mayron's really started to get some impact as these rounds have gone on in the second half too.
Yeah, it was 8 and 10 to start this half. Now 6 and 12, doing a very, very good job. His op ringing out across the map, round to round.
¿Te imaginas un tiro ahí que mate a 2 al mismo tiempo de cabeza? Están todos en filita, boludo.
Casting utility back. Getting ready to go. Eyes to the sky, flashes at the palm tree. Paso Peak looking to slap this Vitality team as they come towards
¿Cómo no
it.
lo mató?
He's got the first. Mayron's got a headshot here on Apex through the wall. Zywoo
Vamos,
sending one
Zywoo.
shot back, but they don't get that ball
Vamos.
forward. Zywoo's dead.
No, solo queda uno. Faca,
Alone,
faca.
35
CT,
seconds.
CT.
Eagles cut it short, 11 to 8. 9Z are really, truly doing this.
They are in complete control, and a timeout finally for Vitality. Their second is used, down by 3 rounds, and I don't know how many times I can say it's got to be an intense conversation, but this is the last chance to wake up if you're
Una
Vitality.
excusa, cosa hubo.
Been saving them.
Still faith. This is where you lean on all those tournaments you've won over the past year and a half, on all that experience you've got together, all the comebacks you've executed during that stretch.
It was exactly 1 year ago today, 12th of June,
Pregunta, negro.
2025.
¿Qué?
Legacy against Vitality,
Las
a South
skins, ¿se
American
van
team.
desgastando con el
Took down
tiempo?
Vitality at the major
Creo que sí,
level.
pero tardan
Demonstrate
mucho.
A 13-3 win in a
Por
best of
ejemplo,
one.
si yo
Everybody
tengo
said
una recién
it's
sacada de
because it's a best of
fábrica,
one. It doesn't really
¿cuánto
count.
tarda en
We're
bajar
now
a
on stage
casi
3, it's
nueva?
best of
No,
threes.
tarda
No
mucho.
one is going to be able to take this away from 9Z. And the 12th of June, every year might just be the day that South America take down Vitality.
Yeah, well, they might just put in their contracts they don't play on this day anymore. Zywoo misses the look, misses a shot. He's got a scout in hand due to the investment of the AWP in the previous round. AK is in a Galil, surrounding it. What a shot from Zywoo. There he is.
Yeah, it's a great one. Mayron gone, so you got to dig into a 4v5 now if you're 9Z. It's not possible.
That's what you needed. That is exactly what you needed.
So good at those shots to the double doors in middle. Zywoo. It's going for more as well. Anticipating someone's going to try and pick up that AWP, and he's not wrong. Luchov has stepped out to pick up the AWP.
Dice que con el coach se puede hacer magia.
Rops is still lined up in upper dark. This always feels like it's going to end at the B bomb site with this position from Rops. Now you've got the mid to B smoke in place, and Luchov, he's got an AWP.
No, Lucho, no, Lucho.
Luchito, no.
And he's
Oh.
down.
Steps out to his death. Gonna start moving up. Max waiting at the car.
Now this silence makes you so nervous if you're Max.
Yeah, you know you're just not going to deal with this if your Max has had
Justo miraste para el lado equivocado,
just runs
chabón.
through, and you've ended up with a 2v4 here, so it's not going to be around 9, so you're going to be able to pick up.
Mientras
So
que no agarren el AWP.
wall bang through the double doors in mid.
Ooh, he wants the AWP. This is a little bit risky. And he's going to go down. He's going to lose a rifle, potentially 1 HP. Paso Peak did get the AWP, so at least they have that. And I don't think there's economy for Vitality to hunt too aggressively, although Rops is still here. He's already in this position. But DGT and Hwaso Peak go towards long, so should be all good to bring these weapons forward into the next round. Money's starting to be a problem for 9Z down the stretch. Gonna reinvest in the next round. We'll see what kind of money they're working with, but a reset at any stage at this point for 9Z would be devastating, would give Vitality a new lease on life. Gonna be 9-11, they're 2 rounds back. Still with a chance to win this series in regulation.
Qué balita que le
That's
metió.
the scout shot he hits right through the edge of the door. So filthy. Good follow-up as well. Vitality playing quietly throughout that entire round, so 9Z couldn't get a read of the situation. And Zywoo picks up a scout again.
Y sigue con scout. 14 muertos y 15 kills tiene. 14 kills.
Look how quick this is from Vitality. Running out long. Messi at the front. With flashes going flying through the sky. Apex trying to get into the pit. They've done well. They've taken some long control very decisively.
Yeah, and he had a shot at Hwaso Peak too. Could have had an early kill. Hwaso Peak, 0 kills in the first half, 8 kills now in the second half. Stepped up on CT side. Absolutely love to see that.
Me encanta la cantidad de tiros que hubo y solo le sacaron 1 de vida a alguien porque le metieron un granadazo en la cara.
If they find Zywoo, who's playing with a scout, the bomb is there as well. Good timing for Max
Ok,
to escape,
ese
drops a
fuego
Molotov of his own.
increíble.
La
Red
verdad.
No lo
flames
conocía.
from swinging
Yo
top
tampoco.
mid as he can retreat back to short. DGT wants to fight and he wins it out. Extended
Igual la
spray
chupó.
against Apex and a 5-on-4.
dropping back as well. No chance for Vitality to trade that.
¿Qué hizo? ¿Apuntó a la viga, corrió y saltó o solo saltó?
Flames is coming now on top of that Xbox.
No, corrió la viga, me parece nomás.
35 seconds. They've got to
Siempre vio solo.
forward
Solo
here.
compañero
Vitality,
de
they've got to start moving. But the utility's still there for 9Z. They have to just use smokes to try and get through it. It's desperate from Vitality.
Toma.
It is dire for Vitality. And ZywOo's left along with no hope in a 1v5. 20 seconds on the clock. Series point on the board. 9Z.
No pierdan las armas, no pierdan las armas.
Vitality.
Y vos, Max, agarrate un arma mejor o perdela, no sé. Es horrible tu arma, Max.
ZywOo can't land these scouts. Finally a kill on the
Mirá lo que
Max.
le pegó la
Finally a kill on a
granada.
DGT. And now you just live.
Pero ¿por qué van a querer
No more giving
matarlo?
away
Faltan 4
weapons,
segundos.
dispersing shooting and a losing effort out of ZywOo. 3 headshots with the
Por lo menos
scout.
la perdió.
But it's a 12th round for 9Z. And they've got 3 chances to kick Vitality out of the
Es un logro matar a ZywOo, boludo.
At least the damage done there at the end of ZywOo weakens him slightly, but they've still got a very good buy coming up here for 9Z. AK M4s, lots of M4s.
Dude, it's not even that. It's how often do you see Vitality like just get stopped at the point of attack like that? Just no
Just
progress.
blocked by utility.
Can't even turn the corner.
Hopeless, absolutely hopeless. Messi running out long, trying to get the opening, but it's DGT and Max who are taking this moment. They are seizing the day for Latin America, and you've now got Flames, ZywOo, and Rops left alone. 9Z, 3 kills away from one of the biggest upsets, well, the biggest upset you can pull off in Counter-Strike. Failing to qualify for events, Vitality are winning. 9Z missing out on chances to even play at the tier 1 level, but they're not missing out right now. Rops is taking a headshot, Mayon gone, and that B bomb site, it looks open. It looks pretty weak right now. You've only got 1 player there.
Oh, lo golpeé.
And he's been
O ya lo
incredible
tenía.
in this tournament for 9Z,
No,
but
no, le agarró.
Vitality actually peel away.
Por eso
Yeah, but he's on his
tiró
own now too. He's got to make smart
gas,
decisions as well, not
perdón,
just
humo
fragging.
para
So
agarrarlo.
Luchov staying pat inside the B bomb site. No pressure from the mid to B split. ZywOo
Yo no
just wanted
entendía
to
por
pick
qué lo
up
hizo
the
hasta que vi que la
AWP.
levantó.
And if Rops clears the Swasso peak position, that would be something special. But they need to get some defenders at the A bomb site. They were so pressured, so afraid of the split towards the B bomb site. Max vacated his position. DGT moved into CT spawn now.
The drop down the
No.
Are you
Eso
serious? In this kind of moment, in this kind of round, Rops is ready for this. Max
No.
has got the kill. Rops has come out with a kill. But this is exactly the 2 players you want in this situation.
No.
ZywOo, give him another chance. Switches to the AK. Rops and ZywOo, 18 seconds. Could prolong play. Could keep Vitality
No.
in this. Rops with a shot right through that smoke. And now just DGT. ZywOo keeps his head down. You gotta do it now. You've gotta take your chance when you
Maldito
have
ZywOo.
it. And a mistake allows Rops out long, allows him the kill, and ZywOo and Rops keep Vitality going.
I cannot believe you drop off the blue bin
Why
there.
do you do that?
There's no reason, unless there's a calm that says you need to be here right now. That's the play. How's Rops otherwise going to take you out?
Do you have a powerful position? I'm sitting there thinking when that fight comes in, there's no way Rops wins it. It's just such a strong position. Perhaps it's the nerves of the moment. You're about to beat Vitality.
No, no.
Ah, sí, se tildó.
You make a massive mistake. They are going to run it back. 2 rounds away from
Van
overtime.
full
This
echo,
one's
boludo.
going to be free.
Oh, it just can't be undone like that. That can't be the way they go out. That can't be the way it's brought to overtime. Vitality. 2 more rounds they need. This one against unarmored pistols, and they're playing it very cautiously at the moment. On some level, probably can't believe they have this opportunity.
Flash goes in. Flames carves up the first. USP is trying to converge on them. You've got enough rifles here to not really turn into a threat.
Inesperable, pero no
DGT picks
quería
up an
verlo
AK, it's gonna
así
slip
de
away.
mal.
Yeah, all good. You have ZywOo moving up long right now with the op, so he'll take care of it. DGT gonna slide into his crosshair. Easy shot for ZywOo from the back. 12-11.
Have to point out as well.
Bueno,
the
al
fact
menos me
that
contaron un
they have
arma,
no
boludo.
money in the last round. ZywOo's scout earlier doing the extra damage from the pit really affects them down the line as well.
Oh, it hurts a lot. There was a good amount of impact in those exit kills for sure.
12-11.
I think Vitality even have an extra timeout still left to use, and they don't care whatsoever. They don't want to give 9Z the time to talk about it. They want that inexperience to be there. Make the decisions yourself.
Yeah. That sinking feeling in your stomach that you had it right there, but you've let it go. You've let them back in.
Uf.
DGT back at short. Gonna retreat further into the site. Opening fight there for Robs. He's lost his engagement. He's lost the opening kill. Once again, 9Z with the advantage and series points.
And I have no confidence at the moment in Vitality's hit-up catwalk based off what we've seen in this half. It's been scattered and disorganized. Now you've got DGT pushing up close to double doors.
Flash goes in, DGT blind. They're gonna try and clear it, but even blind, he still gets a kill. A miracle. And now Max waits, MP9 at the ready, second kill. Men's gone! And they will not let it slip. The only player that can stop them is Zaiwu, and he's
¡Vamos!
9C, what an upset! What an achievement! They have taken down Team Vitality at stage 3 of the major. Doubted every single step of the way, but they go up against the king, and they do not miss.
And couldn't you imagine it off the first map in this series? What a recovery, too. What a way to bounce back when you just looked like you never entered the server on Inferno. But Mirage was dominant. And Dust 2, once they grabbed control, how often do you see it wrestled away from Vitality? And what a wake-up call this has to be for the best team at the event. The team hunting down history, hunting down legacy. At this major.
Vitality es uno de los mejores equipos del mundo.
Y le acaban de romper el
annual
ojete.
occasion in which Vitality get upset by a South American team at the major. Last year in Austin, it was Legacy. Now it is 9Z. And for Vitality, we know what happened in Austin after that loss, right? They still pulled themselves together, but there's no excuses now. This was a best of 3. No one can take this one away from 9Z. A full best of 3 down the stretch. You got blown out of the water on the opening map as well.
And I'll tell you what, real deal performance out of Luchov, especially in the second and third maps. Absolutely disgusting the way he performed. Mayern was a beast with the AWP, out-impacted Zaiwu across the map. It's such an impressive
La verdad que todos jugaron muy bien, la verdad.
It immediately propels them into danger territory as they move on to 2-0. Vitality drops down into the 1-1 group. And there's some tough teams there, and you can tell the captain not happy, frustrated with how that turned, frustrated that he was unable to get his team locked in to switch that mindset so that Vitality could fight back, and that is a bad day in the office.
Well, 9Z, 2-0, now you've taken down Vitality? Is it playoffs on the line now for 9Z? Are they really going to do this? The cathedral doors could open for the South Americans.
Yeah, they've got a real opportunity that they might not even have considered that they would have had this chance to make it into that. But either way, we get to hear from the man himself. Luchov is down, ready to have a chat.
Lucho is here with me, one of the biggest upsets of the major, probably one of the biggest games you've just played. Talk me through the emotions, if you're capable of talking, because yeah, it's a lot, right?
Yes, it's a lot. I don't have a lot to say. We start very bad, the same as the game with the Spirit, but we talk a lot to reset the mental for the second map.
40 kilos hizo, hijo de puta, boludo.
Do that very good, and I think that's.
En los 3 partidos igual.
It was very, very nice to play.
You don't ever change that mouse.
¿Qué juega ese
Yesterday you
Lucho?
told me it brings you confidence and brings you skill. Now you beat
¿Por qué están en
Vitality with it
inglés,
again.
boludo? Hablan en
Not a
español.
great
Y
decime
si hablan todo en
papá, te
inglés
cabió.
ahí. Hablan todo en inglés ahí.
Sí, pero que le diga,
I will
papá te
never change it.
cabió.
I
¿Cómo
think
te la
it's
viste venir?
I don't know. Yes, the magic. I don't know, the talismán dirían en Argentina.
I want to talk to you about 2-0 pool. Obviously, now you have 3 chances to go through historic playoff run, probably. How much confidence does it give you? How much, you know, it allows you to make some mistakes as well in case you slip, but obviously no one wants that. However, it must be pretty good to have this kind of fallback route.
Yes, it's the most good start for us because we have 3 chances, but it doesn't
Ay, su
mean
inglés,
anything.
hermano,
We
su
can
inglés.
lose three games in a row, and those 2 matches doesn't matter. So I think the most important matches is the next one.
I can hear already the notifications on the phone in the background. A lot of the social media spam is coming, but people in South America are probably very happy about this. So you can talk to them a little bit.
Sí, recibí un montón de mensajes que ganemos, que ganemos, que ganemos. Bueno, espero que estén contentos. Nosotros estamos súper contentos.
Sí, papá, estamos
Así que nada,
contentos.
a ustedes, a todos los que se levantan temprano, hoy no, pero se levantan, madrugan, a todos los que están en el stream de Lucho. Los queremos un montón y, bueno, a nuestra familia, a mi novia, que nos sigan en Instagram, dice Guaso. Así que nada, un saludo para todos. Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much for this, and see you tomorrow in a 2-0 matchup. But first, before we end this B stream, I have to talk to you a little bit because A stream is still ongoing. Surprisingly, Aurora Spirit is in the third map, so we don't know who the matchups are for tomorrow. But I invite you to find out. Tune into the A stream. And I will see you tomorrow on the B one. So take care. Good night.
Ahora estuvo bueno, negro. 3 horas duró la partida.
Sí, son 3 mapas, boludo.
Sí, 3 mapas que después 1 hora en cada mapa. 1 hora y 20 todo.
Sí, más o menos.